Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the SLR show. Jerks, thank you. Let's get ready to go as we have Volusia Speedway getting ready to line up here this afternoon. Welcome to the channel once again, everybody, as we got some super duper late model action going to be coming up next here with the SLR show, and that race is getting ready to load up, and it is ready to go. Guys, it's 6 o'clock here on the East Coast here with the SLR show. We're going to get ready to rock and roll here tonight. As we're going to get ready to go, Volusia Speedway. We'll start them off here this afternoon. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my.
This is for all my drunk people, but this is how you make the...
So how we all doing this afternoon? You guys are just joining into the channel so far as we reached 11,000 likes to the channel. Good Lord. So let's get ready to go, shall we? As Volusia Speedway is going to be our first event here this afternoon. And we already got a few drivers already joining in. Cool deal, everybody. Let's go ahead and get ready to go once again. What up, Jaden Sportsky? Hey, how come you haven't been racing lately? How come you haven't been racing lately? I haven't seen you in an SLR race here in a long minute. Why have you not been racing? What up, Firefighter? Good to see you. So, I see. So, let's get ready to rumble, shall we? Red Wagon, you are early for once. We just literally got started here this afternoon. How you doing? Oh my, oh my. We'll see how tonight's go. Marcus, buddy, good to see you. How you doing today, man? Let's get ready to go. This is all open setup. Everything is open setup. The cars are not stock. They are not stock at all, by the way, just so you guys are aware. We do modify these race cars and things like that as well. So, yeah. Sounds like Corey Roberts. It might be Corey Roberts. What up, Jacob Lewis? Good to see you here this afternoon as we're ready to rock here this afternoon as our... How do you want to say it? We have our super duper late models. I have iRacing. How do I join you guys? Well, Cody, first you can join the SLR Discord if you choose so to do so. And another thing you can do is... have a B-class license with 1800 I rating and come on out here and join us and don't drive like a ding-dong. That's all. Hey, Marcus, buddy, thank you so much. I really appreciate the awesome comments. I'm glad you're having a good day as we have our first event already getting ready to load up for you guys already. So while this one's getting ready to load up and vice versa, I'm going to go ahead and get our next event loaded up because you know all about efficiency. Trying to quote-unquote keep these races going so we're not sitting here as much downtime as I possibly can. We do have 5 races here this afternoon. Oh man, Noah Norris, he hasn't shown up just yet. Nice graphics, and no, you cannot play this on the phone. It's all PC. Eldora Speedway will be coming up next with the SLR show as well, and we'll have that one as a 50 lapper coming up next, by the way, if you guys do want to come out here and race some super duper late models here this afternoon, as that is what we go. I can look it up. You sure can. You can look it up all you want, but you cannot play it on your phone. Alrighty, well, while I get this race loaded up and ready to go for us here this afternoon, and kind of things like that as well, and so far it's not a bad day. Let's get it on, shall we say, as B-Class, as we have our super duper late model program here this afternoon, and we'll see how that all goes here this afternoon. Chicken nuggets, who wants some chicken nuggets? I'll tell you what, I would not touch a McDonald's chicken nugget to save my life. If you guys don't know, you guys gotta check that out and see what's actually in those chicken nuggets, as we got warm-ups underway here for the super duper late models here tonight. Robert Henderson at number 27 of the machine will be on the speedway. That's interesting. That's not his normal paint wrap that we would see, but he's going to be here this afternoon. You got David Ellis. I do not have trading paints on. That is why. Have no fear. Peter forgot the trading paints as always. So I don't hate your nuggets per se. I hate fast food chicken nuggets. Let's get that correct now. Alrighty, let's get ready to go. It's super duper late models here at the Volusia Speedway to start things off here this afternoon on the SLR show. Yeah. As we got Clayton Ellis in the number 17 machine going to be joining us as Brendan Bazell. We're going to try to wait for you. Get about 6 minutes of grid. You've got the power plant number 10 machine. That's going to be Blake Dawson on the speedways. We got to get a little track prep rolling here this afternoon. All drivers here on the street track, please go to the top side of the speedway in both corners. Please go to the top side of the speedway in both corners. We're going to get a little bit of track prep in here tonight. But yeah, guys, that's what we got going on this afternoon. We had a good night of racing last night. If you guys have not gone back and watched over some of the videos that we had, I did add some reaction crash videos, as Leighton Sanchez and that number 58 machine will also be on the speedway here this afternoon, as he's got the Thomas Express number 58-1. I haven't seen Noah Norris yet. Not yet. Nope. After that's going to be the number 13 of David Ellis in that Hunt the Front machine. After that, it's going to be that number 17. You got Caleb Durgan on the speedway here for the super duper late models. Meanwhile, it's going to be Blake Dawson and company. So not as many super late models as we have with our pro late model division. As it's going to be Leighton Sanchez, the number 58 machine with the number 10. That's going to be Blake Dawson, as track prep has begun here at the Volusia Speedway. If you guys do like super duper late models, you like racing, we'll be here at for B Class 1800 here tonight. So that's what you guys got. We do not have a pros here this afternoon. We have a few of I think it's a good thing for designers. Nice graphics. I think it's a really good idea as far as for the trading paint type of things, and as far as designers and creators and things like that to be able to express themselves, things like that. So it's a really good thing for the iRacing community. It's a really good thing for the real life community as well. So, I mean, a lot of people can win out of that. So, as we continue on here tonight, we got an awesome little bit of a lot of people guys rolling in already this afternoon. Good to see you guys. It's Clayton Ellis at number 17 Machine and Company, as we have a few, like I said, not too many of our super duper late models here this afternoon. We only got 8 of them here to start things off here at the Volusia Speedway. So that's what we got going on. We'll have more coming up. Car edits, thank you for the latest follow. We appreciate you guys. Guys, I am on that push for 10,000 followers over the channel. If you guys can, please share this as much as you can. I hope you DM'd them. We got a win last night at the Lyman Limited Sports Park. We'll actually be heading there once again, as it looks like these guys do not want to touch the super duper late models here tonight, as it looks like we only have 8 of them so far. But you know what? Super late models, I've been told, they feel like a pro late model. Chase Chance is not here so far. Hunter Jordan. Gotta love that updating, Brendan Bazell. Gotta love it. But hey, you know what the cool thing about it is, though, is there's always another race coming up. Like I said, we have Eldora Speedway loaded up and ready to rock here this afternoon, as you're gonna have Clayton Ellis at number 17. Corey Jefferson is gonna join us here this afternoon, so that's gonna be another car as well. So it'll give me about 10 here this afternoon. So, excuse me. Do you have a B-Class safety rating, Hunter Kuno? And do you have an 1800 I rating or better? So you need a B-Class license there, Hunter Kuno. If you can get a B-Class safety rating license, it's actually not that hard to do. If you're like a C-Class 390 or something like that, you can run what they call 4 time trials, get the MRP, and you'll be good to go. You can get your B-Class license like that. It wouldn't actually take you that long at all, to be honest with you. Well, let's get ready to go, as we have enough cars for 2 heats here to decide. Not a problem, man. And if you feel like joining the SLR Discord, you can. And there's plenty of guys in there that'll probably be able to help you out with that real easy. It's not that bad, honestly. Well, we'll see if anybody's going to want an EOL penalty here this afternoon, as random draw heat racing going to be here for our first event here at the Volusia Speedway. Offering EOLs to the field. Anybody want one? Yes, no, maybe so. Everybody makes a race, and everybody will make it to the show. Alrighty, well, while they're lining up, I'll be right back. Alrighty, sorry about that. Alrighty. Corey Jefferson going to be calling for that EOL penalty as we're going to get ready to go here this afternoon. What up, Red Dragon? Good to see ya. Offering EOLs for the rest of the field, just no maybe so. Inside lane, go ahead and move on up. "13 car, would you like the inside? You may take it." 69, you want to take it, you can. Cool deal. Anywhere off the 4 and 3 and 4 there, Dane. You've got it. Good luck, everybody. Well, let's get ready to go as we got Dane Norris and company, Bobby Bray. Thank you for the latest follow as we are ready to go. It's super duper late model action here at the Volusia Speedway here tonight. As old man Trenton Keller's going to get way tight in turn 1 and 2, and he's going to lose a ton of spots. You got Corey Jefferson and the CJR number 57 machine. After that's going to be the 13 of David Ellis. As you got a battle for the race lead for heat race number 1. Dane Norris in the 115 to the top shelf with the number 5 of Chris Ward to the inside, side by side, down to the back stretch. He'll race in the middle with 3 and 4. As these are the super duper late models here tonight at the SLR show. So far, as Chris Ward at number 5 will be your current race leader in this one, as he'll be able to get a drive down to the back stretch. What up, baby films? Good to see you. So far, it's a pretty good race. That's what it is, Red Dragon, here for our super duper late model program here tonight. They have 932 horsepower, and they are weighing at 2351 here this afternoon. It's going to be World of Outlaws, how do you want to say it? World of Outlaws late model rules, as it's still going to be Chris Ward at the bottom side of the speedway. Meanwhile, it's going to be that number 115 of Dane Norris. You have the number 13 that'll be David Ellis. That's going to be in that 3rd spot. As the battle for the race lead is not quite over just yet, as Chris Warden did take the lead, but Dane Norris is right there hot on his heels. He'll take a look to the inside. Not going to be able to get there. So you got about 3 to go here at Volusia. Dane Norris on the inside of him down to the backstretch, as it's still going to be the 5 of Mr. Chris Warden, but Corey Jefferson just ran a 14.537 as he's currently running into the 4th spot. He got 2 to go. So far, 2 to go here for the super duper late models, as Chris Wharton still holding on to the lead. Last lap time with the 14.646, as he's going to roll through the bottom again in 3 and 4. Dane Norris hot on his heels. White flag in the air, going to be this time by Wharton. Slips up out of 2 there. Dane's a little bit better in turn 1 and 2. Not going to be able to get to his door line, but it's all going to be the 5 of Chris Wharton. Norris going to take a look at the inside of a 3 and 4. Not going to get there. It's Wharton, Dane Norris, David Ellis, Corey Jefferson into the 57. It'll go to the 69 of Trenton Keller. After that, you're going to have Brendan Mazzell. We got to get him trading paints pros. I can see that beautiful Speed Range number 53. He will get some hot laps in. So far, not a bad start here for our super duper late model program here tonight. We got Eldora Speedway loaded up next here with the SLR show. That is your heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 here for the super duper late models. Offer EOLs to the field. Everybody will make the race and everybody will make the show. Cool deal. Everybody's race here before. Anywhere in the middle, 3 to the end of 4, Robert. So let's get ready to go here for heat race number 2. Again, we got about 5 cars in heat race number 2. I think we had about 11 cars here tonight for Volusia Speedway. After that, we're going to go to Eldora. That'll be our next event for the Super Duper late models here this afternoon. Robert Henderson and that Rocket XR2 is going to start on the pole in this one. You got the real-life modified driver up in the Northeast out of Airborne Speedway. It's going to be the Durkee Dig number 17. You've got Leighton Sanchez going to be joining us here in that number 58 machine. Them sponsors are just absolutely incredibly hard to read. After that, you're going to have the Edge Hooker Harness number 17, BWG. That's going to be Clayton Ellis. You will have the Majula Say Power Plant Sim Sports Sweet Victory Seats number 10 machine of Blake Dawson. That's going to be your field here for heat race number 2 at the Volusia Speedway, as we already had heat race number 1. As we're going to get ready to go for our second session here of heat race action. So once again, like I said, this is iRacing. This is Super Duper late models. Feel free to ask any questions you guys want. I'll also, during the driver interviews, during the top 3, please, and I say please, feel free to ask the drivers some questions. Just type it into one of the chat rooms and I'll get the question right to them, and hopefully they'll be able to answer it for you. So let's get ready to go as Robert Henderson's going to lead these Super Duper late models here to the green. Double file on the green this time. Here we go. So as Henderson at number 25 with a 17 of Caleb Durgan, let's get them off. We're ready to go. Super late model racing here at Volusia. Robert Henderson going to lose a lead early to the former Pro Series driver, Caleb Durgan at number 17. Leighton Sanchez will roll right to the inside of Robert Henderson. As Henderson will go to the top shelf, you'll have a new second place runner will be Leighton Sanchez. As Sanchez able to roll to the bottom shelf, you got Caleb Durgan pulling away throughout the field with a 16.830. After that, it's going to be the 58 of Leighton Sanchez, the 25 of Robert Henderson. You will have the number 10 of Blake Dawson with that number 17 machine of Clayton Ellis going to be in the back of the field. As we roll on here with the Volusia Speedway. So far, it's all Caleb Durgan. Clayton Ellis actually ran a faster lap time than him as Durgan continues to drive away throughout the field. As you got Robert Henderson, here's the number 10 of Blake Dawson. We'll let you guys ride on board. I don't know where your man's at, user, but I did post that crash video for you if you want to go look at it. As you get to ride a couple laps here with Blake Dawson so far, Tommy Myers, thank you for the latest follow. We appreciate y'all. As you continue to ride on board here with Blake Dawson, as you're taking a couple laps here at the Volusia Speedway, as we get about 2 more to go. Tommy Myers, thank you for the latest follow, and Ryder, thank you for the latest follow as well. As it's all Caleb Durgan still out in front, but here comes Leighton Sanchez at number 58 machine. Maybe too little too late. Random Racing ACC, thank you for the latest follow as well. Sean Williams for the likes as well. White flag going to be in the air this time by Little Keeper White Flag here this afternoon with the 10 awesome thumbs up to the channel. We appreciate you. Samuel Roberts with the share as well. Sean Williams on top of it as you got the checkered flag in the air. It's Caleb Durgan, Leighton Sanchez. It'll go to Blake Dawson, Robert Henderson. Flip that is Robert Henderson, Blake Dawson, and Clayton Ellis. So far, that's your field here for the super late models here at the Volusia Speedway. We're going to get ready to go for 40 laps. Going to be the distance, and we're going to start 11 cars for the event here. First event here this afternoon. We'll go to Eldora Speedway. That'll be coming up next here this afternoon. Once again, thank you guys for sharing the stream off to your friends and family. We much appreciate it. I am on the quest for 10,000 followers there on the TikTok side of things, so every little bit counts for you guys. I'm also on the quest on the red side of things as well for 500 subscribers on that side as well. So again, like anything helps, guys. We appreciate you so kindly for what you guys do for this channel as we speak. So let's go ahead and get ready to go as the Volusia Speedway Super Duper late models are coming up next. Super Duper late models. Anybody want an ELL penalty? So as we're waiting for driver to get ready to go, I do give them an extra bit of time. If you guys don't know iRacing, it like takes for like, it barely gives them any time to get their setups ready to go. So I give them an extra minute or so to make sure they're ready to go for the action here this afternoon. So like I said, we're going to start 11 cars here this afternoon, and then we'll go to Eldora Speedway. I take 20 cars per session. It is super duper late models here tonight. We ran the pro late models of last night. And if you guys have not got yourself in the SLR Discord, feel free to do so. Brendan Mazzell, thank you for the latest share as well. We appreciate you for that as well. Jacob Lewis, thank you for the latest follow, as we appreciate you. Welcome, Hunter Wood. We're getting ready to go here this afternoon for some some Volusia Speedway super duper late models. We should be ready to get grading here in just a minute, and we'll get ready to go with tonight's action. Final call for yellow penalties. Anybody want one? Yes, no, maybe so. Pretty much everybody's raced here before. Please do not stop on the racetrack at any time if you are not broken. Pull your race car in professionally or go use the old F4 button. Do not straight line anybody. Do not use your car as a weapon at any time. I don't know if you guys don't know, but in dirt track racing, rubbing happens. There's a difference between rubbing, though. If you send your car in 5 cars deep to give a guy a door, that's not going to be too good. These are all tryout races, too, by the way, everybody. You mess up, that's it. Other than that, good luck, everybody. Well, let's get ready to go as Chris Ward in that number 5 machine is going to start on the pole in this one. To the outside, it's going to be that number 17. That's going to be old Caleb Durgan. You got Leighton Sanchez in that. He's got SLR on the top of the hood. That's going to be the Leighton Sanchez number 58 machine. You've got the number 115 from New Snuckle Towing. Tony Stewart Racing. The Stapleton Trucking number 115. That's going to be Dane Norris. You've got the Ellis, David Ellis. Hunt the front, AMR number 13. To the outside, to be that number 25. That's going to be the Cole Lance Graphics number 25. You got CGR's very own Trackside Dynamics. That'd be Corey Jefferson. To the outside to be the Power Plant Sid Sports number 10 machine with the number 17 of Clayton Ellis. Back to the inside, it's going to be Yeah America. It's going to be Trenton Keller in the 69. You got the 53 out of Speed Ranch. It's going to be Brendan Bazell. It's that's 11 super duper late models here for 40 laps of distance here on the Volusia Speedway. We are underway. Oh, he just disappeared on my screen, but thank you for the awesome rose, Jacob Lewis. Got a couple laps there. We're riding on board the number 10 machine of Blake Dawson. As you get the number 5 of Chris Ward on the inside. So far, racing continues on. Corey Jefferson moved up into that 4th spot at number 57J. After that, it's going to be all Caleb Durgan so far. And at number 17, rolling the bottom side of the speedway here at Volusia Speedway. So far, it's been a little bit of a light track here. We'll see what's going to happen. Everybody going to be on the bottom side of the speedway early. Baby Films, thank you for the let's go. Robert Henderson has already checked himself out of the speedway already. 5 out of 40 for the super late models. Everybody on the bottom side of the speedway here at the Volusia Speedway. The question is how long will that bottom lane stand? As Caleb Durgan in the 17 still going to be the leader, 6 out of 40. After that's going to be that number 58 machine of Leighton Sanchez. Back to the outside, the number 13 machine of David Ellis. As Ellis continues to roll down to the back stretch, he might be trying to work that middle side of the speedway. Might get a run on the 3 and 4 here. He's alongside Leighton Sanchez, and David Ellis will move into that 2nd spot as he's found the top shelf as well. You got Corey Jefferson in that 57J. He'll be in the 4th spot. The battle's going to be for 2nd, as it's going to be the number 13 of David Ellis. He'll be rolling in. He will take the 2nd spot away. Corey Jefferson into the 57J. He'll roll through the middle with turns 1 and 2. You got the number 10 machine. That's going to be Mr. Blake Dawson. As Dawson at number 10, he'll roll to the top shelf. It'll be Corey Jefferson to the inside. Leighton Sanchez at number 58 machine is going to be a 4-car race for that 2nd spot. Jefferson going to dive it in deep, hits the brake pedal, gets a piece of Leighton Sanchez. As Jefferson's going to get a good run down to the backstretch. He'll go door to door through the middle of turn 3 and 4, and Leighton Sanchez holds on. Great use of the brake pedal for Corey Jefferson and that number 57J as Leighton Sanchez saved it, but that allowed Blake Dawson in that number 10 machine to take the third spot away. So far, we're 11 out of 40 here this afternoon for the Super Duper Late Models here at the Volusia Speedway. As it's all Caleb Durgan, he is absolutely gone. 2.5 second lead so far over David Ellis, that number 13 machine. Guys still trying the bottom side of the speedway in turn 1 and 2. Leighton Sanchez and Corey Jefferson took it in pretty deep in turn 3 and 4 as well. As the 58 of Sanchez rolls that hot bottom in turn 3 and 4. Lanier is not next. We will head to Eldora Speedway. Wanna be a racer? That'll be coming up next. So Caleb Durgan just driving away with this one with a 2.5 second lead. David Ellis in that second spot going to try to track him down, as it's been that so far the case of the race. As the battle's going to be for the third spot, as this going to be that number 10 of Blake Dawson. He'll go down to the backstretch with the number 58 machine of Leighton Sanchez. After that, it'll be the 57 of Corey Jefferson. And Lanier is on the schedule, by the way. It'll be our 5th race. Want to be a racer? So as Sanchez works the bottom, Corey Jefferson has found the outside lane in turn 1 and 2. He'll battle with Sanchez. They'll battle through the middle with turn 3 and 4. They'll go door to door off of 4. Give Corey Jefferson that 4th spot. Cool deal. Now Corey Jefferson moving to the 4th spot. Sanchez will fall back to the 5th spot in the number 58 machine. Dane Norris in the 115. He usually kind of saves his tires in the later stage of these races. Chris Warden's got a little bit of right side nose damage. After that's going to be the old number 53, Brendan Mazzell. As we get about 24 to go here at Volusia. He'll have the number 69 machine. That's going to be Trenton Keller in the back of the field. This one will be the number 17. That'll be Clayton Ellis. Robert Henderson called it tonight as your race leader. Caleb Durgan continues to lead this one in at number 17. After that's going to be that number... Oh, man, user! You're going nuts tonight! What's up, my guy? I don't even know what that is, but thank you so much for that awesome gift to the channel. Mr. User to the chat, everybody. Hashtag user once again! Again! Oh, my goodness! Again! Holy cow! User going nuts tonight in the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a hashtag, please. Good Lord. 20 more to go here this afternoon as the 115 of Dane Norris and Company, as the 53 of Brendan Mazzell. He'll work to the inside of the speedway once again as racing continues on. It's going to be for that 6 and 7 spot. Woo-wee! Got me sweating in here. User, man, thank you so much for the awesome gifts to the channel, man. God bless you for that, sir. We really do appreciate that, man. Love it, man. God bless you, boss. As we got an old butt out, Caleb Durgan still going to be the race leader. David Ellis right there for the second spot. You got the number 10 machine of Blake Dawson to the top shelf. It's Corey Jefferson on 57J. He'll get to the inside. 18 more to go here this afternoon. As you get about 17 more to go, he needs to show up and go racing again for you. 17 to go here this afternoon as Corey Jefferson's going to go for that third spot. That's going to be Blake Dawson, that number 10 machine. Get Corey Jefferson get a podium here tonight as the 16 more to go. There's a video of it too, boss, by the way. Oh my, we got about 16 more to go here this afternoon as Blake does. We have our first yellow flag. Gonna be for the 69 of Keller. We'll see what happens. As Keller's gonna wash up. We're gonna see what Trenton Keller did here in just a hot minute. He manually disconnected, so I'm gonna have a feeling he wrecked himself or pulled it in. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yep, wrecks himself into the fence. Cool. Our first caution is going to be for the 69 of Trenton Keller. He fell way behind and then wrecks himself in the turn 3 wall for our first yellow flag. Oh my goodness, man. Holy cows. That's our first yellow flag here this afternoon. And Shout out to user everybody once again. We really appreciate that, man. 4,000 coins of the channel with those awesome gifts of the channel. We really, really, really sincerely appreciate that, boss man. As we're gonna get ready to go here for the Super Duper late models here at the Volusia Speedway. Let's go ahead and line them up. Double file gonna be 1 to green this time by. Does anybody else feel like that's a rage quit? Does anybody else feel that way? Like, when you gonna go? We're gonna go back and look at that as. I feel like that might have been a rage quit wreck. I don't know. Oh boy, I hate when this happens though, because we got about 15 more laps yet to go. Caleb Durgan's had the commanding lead in this one. He got the number 13 of David Ellis now to the outside. Corey Jefferson to the 57 will be there on the outside. You'll have the number 10 of Blake Dawson. Meanwhile, it's going to be that number 53 machine of Brendan Mazzell. You have the number 58 machine that'll be Leighton Sanchez. That's going to be your field so far here this afternoon. As we are ready to get at her, skidyatter, we're underway. Super Duper late models racing in turn 1 and 2. Blake Dawson will take the second spot away from the 13. That's going to be David Ellis. Corey Jefferson, the 57. Jay going to go to the inside, make it 3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide. Oh man, 3 wide. What a save. Woo-wee! As David Ellis going to wash out in the middle side of the speedway. Give Corey Jefferson the third slot. Brendan Mazzell in the 53. Jefferson is going to be rolling into the second slot after Blake Dawson 4 wide coming on the front stretch. And it looks like the 53 of Brendan Mazzell has a broken right front, and he's going to try to get it into the infield. Oh my, 4 wide coming off of turn number 4, and Brendan Mazzell will be having that broken right front. I think I should probably help the gentleman out, but he's going to get it in the infield. He is going to call it a day, and we'll see him at the Eldora Speedway. Oh boy, Corey Jefferson moves up into the second spot. Is he going to try to close in on the Caleb Durgan, number 17, who's been the leader this whole entire race here this afternoon at the Volusia Speedway? It'll be the 57 to Corey Jefferson. He's going to roll the bottom side of the speedway through the middle of 3 and 4. Can Corey Jefferson catch up to him? We got 10 to go. Going to be this time by. 10 to go, ladies and gentlemen. You think I figured you're about to start yelling, help me, help me, help me, help me, gods. Thanks for being cool about it, Brendan. Still love you very, very much, my friend. As the 17 of Durgan, as Corey Jefferson's going to try to close in. Durgan to the bottom side of the speedway in 3 and 4. As Corey Jefferson slightly closing in on him as about a 0.8 of a gap. As the number 10 of Blake. Oh, we got another yellow flag on the speedway. I saw the 13 of David Ellis spinning down to the front stretch as we have the 5 involved as well. As our, oh boy, here's what happened. The 13 of L is going to get a little piece. You can see it right there. We'll move it towards him. He gets a whole lot of Leighton Sanchez. Leighton Sanchez throws a short slide into the bottom. David L is going to get into the back of him. And then here comes Dane Norris, going to try to capture it. Gets into the infield tractor tire there a little bit. Slices up into David Ellis, and the 115 of Dane Norris going to go around. And the 5 just has nowhere to go afterwards for our second yellow flag here this afternoon. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, as our second yellow flag waves here at the Volusia Speedway, full to Super Duper late models. Another chance for Corey Jefferson to be able to catch up to Caleb Durgan as we get about 6 or 7 laps to go in this one here at the Eldora Volusia Speedway. We'll be moving on to the Eldora Speedway. That'll be coming up next here for the SLR show. Woo-wee! Now, 57J Hard Charger, no, he is tied with Blake Dawson right now, Sean Williams Racing. Blake Dawson at number 10 machine, and him are tied right now for that Hard Charger award. So, Corey Jefferson has to win this. Double file, 1 to green this time by, boys. All starter double file here. All starter double file. Corey Jefferson the second. There you go. So it looks like Chris Ward and Dane Norris is not probably going to be able to go out as well, as it looks like the 115 may not make it back out in time. as Caleb Durgan and company, Corey Jefferson on this next restart. This is what it's gonna be, exactly. Hey, think of it a little share, Mr. Levi, as we're underway with 7 to go. Fortunately, Dane Norris is going to come out there before the time hits, and Corey Jefferson is going to catch a little bit of a right here for the number 10 on Blake Dawson, as Jefferson will move into the 3rd spot as we got about 6 to go. Does anyone have anything for the number 17 of Caleb Durgan, as Durgan's been the leader this whole entire race? Can Blake Dawson out of the power plant send towards, or will the be CJR, very young number 57 of Corey Jefferson? 13 of David Ellis called tonight as well, as we continue on here this afternoon as the number 17 on Caleb Durgan. He'll find that bottom shelf. Blake Dalton going to try the top shelf in the middle of 3 and 4. Can he get to Caleb Durgan? Well, that first yellow, David, I feel like it was a rage quit, if you want me to be truly honest with you. As the 17 of Caleb Durgan will continue to roll through the middle of 3 and 4 with 3 to go. Durgan just running that bottom shelf and completely rolling through the middle of turn 3 and 4. As Caleb Durgan will see the 2 to go, going to be this time by, and it looks like the race for second is going to be the place to be. Look at Leighton Sanchez in that 58 machine. He's going to get a good run to the outside. Can he hold it down as he's got Corey Jefferson dead in the sights as he's going to go to the top shelf? As it's going to be Sanchez setting him up maybe in turn 1 and 2 once again. White flag going to be in the air. Sanchez has got the number. Blake Dawson spins the tires as Caleb Durgan at number 17. Sanchez going to go low, stabs the brake pedal. It's going to be Caleb Durgan, your winner. It'll go to Blake Dawson, Corey Jefferson, your top 3. Durgan's already down the front stretch, boys. Let's go. Oh my, what a race indeed. Caleb Durgan drove it away. As you got Corey Jefferson. Blake's coming around. 1 second. Blake's coming around, gentlemen. 1 second. Got the picture. See you in Discord. Alrighty, what a show that was. Here with the one unquote the Volusia Speedway, as we're going to get ready to go. I'm going to hit the button already for Eldora. That's coming up next already. Any questions to the top 3? Feel free to ask. If you got any questions for the top 3, feel free to ask these guys. That way we can get some good question air for you guys. You guys can learn from them and things like that. So please, as they come up here for the top 3, let's get those questions firing off in one of the chats or all the chats, please. We appreciate it. Whoop, get over here. Alrighty, let's get them rolling. Eldora Speedway is loading up as we speak. We'll get the top 3 up here as well. And by the way, I don't know if some of you guys noticed in the SLR Discord, I am now tracking your guys' how many wins you guys have. If you guys want to check your nicknames, I have been adding how many wins you have here at SLR. I know Caleb Durgan's won more than what's going to happen here, but Caleb Durgan gets it done here to number 17.
Hey. Oh.
What's all that background noise?
I don't know. It could be my AC, could be my fish tank.
Good
I don't know. It's something, Pete.
Well, I'll tell you what, Caleb, once you took off, you got that lead, you did not look back, and I also added a number 2 beside your name. Now, I know it's way more than that, but starting off the counter today.
I was thinking to myself when I seen that this morning, I must be like the all-time winningest SLR driver. I mean, I'm willing to say that I'm confident enough in saying that. I don't think there's anyone still racing now that was at first that, just naturally wins as much as me. So I think the only ones that would be close are Tolson or Christopher Joy, but even then their time period here was shorter.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But then
Well,
again, you have Nicholas Ham. I don't know if you remember, Pete, but Nicholas Ham used to say back in the day he was the winningest SLR driver. So
I know,
you never
but
know.
now,
Nicky Ham might got it.
well, now we're gonna have an official tally, so that's gonna be kind of cool to see how we do things with that. But this Volusia Speedway, it was your type of racetrack, bottom, bottom, bottom.
Yeah, it was good. I need to keep. I need to keep remembering that there's more power in these things, so I have to take gear out of my initial setup I run. Um, because I didn't this race, and it wasn't bad, but man, did we have a pile of gear in this thing. I mean, we had gear stuffed to the gills, Pete. It was bad.
Well, it still worked out for you. Who do you get to thank? Caleb Durgans. We got Eldora Speedway loaded up and ready to go for 50 laps.
You know, just Dirty Dig Performance and you for putting on the shows, and I'm ready to go finish probably 25th at Eldora because top ain't my forte, Pete.
I'm gonna try to tear that down. Don't worry.
I hope so.
We'll see. We'll see you there, boss man. How about Blake Dawson for second in the Power Plant Sim Sports number 10 machine?
Oh yeah, we were. I was having the same issue he was. I knew it was bottom, but I couldn't get my car to stick down there, so I just ran the top the whole race and slider.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, though. You did actually get hard charger out of this +6, by the way. So you did pass a couple of cars on the top shelf.
Yeah, I tried to run the bottom down there because I saw Corey go past me, and I had nothing down there, so I just had to keep staying up top and just keep pushing pedal down, hoping to find some grip.
Well, at least you did, and like I said, I'm going to start a tally system. I know you got a few wins, but I started the official counter here. I'll go up into the top 3 photos and add those as well, but I think it's going to be kind of cool to see who is the most winningest driver in SLR. How cool if you'd see it would be that for you.
Oh, that's pretty cool to go through the Discord and see everybody's wins in there and keep track of it.
So we'll see how well you do. I know you have a few, but I just made it a clean slate pretty much. But who do you got to thank?
Got to thank Power Pump Sim Sports and Magilla C and Double Deuce Chassis.
Hey, thanks for coming out here, Boss Man Eldora is ready to go. I'll see you there.
See ya.
Corey Jefferson of the brand new Trackside Dynamics number 57J. Good to see you here this afternoon.
Good to see you, man. It's good to be back. Been fighting wheel issues. My damn wheel's been messed up, so I just spent $1,600 on a whole new setup and trying to get back in the game, man. I was sitting on the couch and I told my girlfriend, I said, "Man, should I go run that?" And I was like, "Yeah." I hurry up, ran in here real quick and decided to run it. I'm glad I did. That's why I took the EOL, because I didn't want to mess nobody up. My wheel's been like snatching and pulling and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But I was fighting the same issue as Durgy and Blake. I'm assuming I didn't take any gear out, and I should have. I seen the track was kind of tacky. I didn't think it would slick off that much, and tried to charge the bottom. I was charging the bottom a little bit too hard, so I couldn't get it to stick down there as good as Durgy could, like I usually do in the regular officials. But it was a little hard, and I burned my tires up there. I seen Durgy searching, so I was trying to kind of follow his line. Hopefully he found something, and then that last restart I spun him and got past, so I just settled for third and did the best I could, I guess.
Well, as long as you did the best you could, man. Corey, we got Eldora Speedway coming up next. I hope to see you at 57J. And by the way, we run 2351 weight and like 932 horsepower, so
Yeah. I knew I should have took gear out, but I second guessed myself. But
it's all good. It's a learning curve. We'll hopefully see you at Eldora, and maybe you can get yourself one of those win numbers.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. I mean, it's tough competition with SLR as always. But I just gotta thank Trackside Dynamics, everything Brayson does. Josh, everybody that puts in the hours and stuff, and WWC Truck and Independent Dairy. It's been fun. I haven't raced the official in a while, so it's good to be back at at least SLR hosted.
Mm-hmm. We'll see you at Eldora Speedway. Thank you for the time. It's loaded up and ready to go.
Thanks, sir.
Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and move on, shall we? As we're going to head to the Eldora Speedway. That event is going to be coming up next for the SLR show. They already had 5 minutes on the racetrack. and we just keep rolling along with it. We got 3 more events here this afternoon, and if you guys want to check out the SLR race posting, we're going to Limeland Motorsports Park right after this, as we have a few more cars of Blake Dawson. You also have Austin Davis, Caleb Durgan once again going to be joining us. You're going to have Clayton Ellis, David Ellis, Chris Wharton, Kyle Brennan, Leighton Sanchez and company will be joining us as well. If you guys want to join in here with the SLR show, feel free to come on down here and continue on. And David Ellis is right, though, by the way. It seems like once we get that first caution in these races, like total chaos happens, as we're here with the Eldora Speedway here this afternoon for our second event here today. Give me 1 second and we'll get that ready to go as we're here at Eldora Speedway. So let's get ready to rip here with the Eldora Speedway, as we have once again round 7, 8, 9. We only have 9 Super Duper late models so far in this one. All cars, go to the top, middle, and both corners, please. All cars, go to the top and middle. Get off that bottom side of the speedway, please. Go to the top or the middle in both corners. Thank you. You'll be racing Jacob Smits. Let's go. Let's go. I can't wait to see you back on the speedway, boss man. We are running super late models tonight. Hopefully you're also in the SLR Discord. That way you get to participate in our polls and stuff like that and everything else. There's a couple guys in the SLR Discord right now as we speak that are probably helping each other out, get their stuff ready to go as well. So with that being said, you got Kyle Brennan at number 39 machine. I know he's got a couple of wins as well, but he's in that free speed number 39 machine, as the track is definitely bouncy on the top side of the speedway here at Eldora. I do got a question for you guys over in the SLR chat, over in the chats here this afternoon. iRacing, your favorite car and track combos and why? Let me know what your favorite race car is on the Eldora Speedway. If you guys like that, please let me know what your favorite cars is, track combos, reason why. Let's get a conversation going on with these guys while these guys are doing some warm-ups. 9D Racing, the last time I seen you were here the other day. Think about the awesome Heart Me. How'd that car turn out? I know you were working on that car, sanding and painting and things like that. I never got to see what that car looked like. We got Dylan Fowles and company joining us as well. You got the 17 of Clayton Ellis and company. Like I said, we're going to run that top middle down as much as I can. I'm going to try to keep the bottom as fresh as I can to try to get a multi-lane racetrack here. We got 8, 9, 10 drivers here for the super late models. Yeah, here, send me some pictures, boss man. I was really curious. I seen you working really hard on it, and then all of a sudden I didn't see you online anymore, and I didn't see your lives anymore, and I was like, what happened to 9D Racing? But I'm good to see you back in the TikTok side of things, man. All right. So as we continue on with our racing action here with the Eldora Speedway, as checkered flag is going to wave, we definitely put a slick line on the top shelf of that speedway there. We'll see what's going to happen, and there's going to be a lot of marbles getting thrown up on the top of it as well. I can't wait, man. Can't wait, man. Hopefully you're doing all right and everything's all well, boss. Alrighty, one heat race for the super duper late models. Anybody want that EOL penalty? Everybody does make the race. Everybody will make it to the show. Getting ready for your wedding, and a winter wedding. Oh boy. Do you need Brandon Patel, thank you for the latest share. Do you need a torch to remove, you know, that chain? You know what I'm saying? Do you need to remove that chain real quick? I got a torch for you. We can get you to Mexico real quick. Ay, 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 don't sell your soul. All right, guys, one heat race and a 50 lap feature. I guess The super late model scared all the pro late model guys away, I suppose. But anyway, you guys know how this goes. All start on the leader. Don't straight line anybody. Don't full send anybody. Don't rage quit if you're slow. Pull the car into the infield, please. Other than that, let's go racing, gentlemen. Good luck, everybody. Well, let's get ready to go. Thank you for the Rose 90 Racing. I appreciate you for that as well, man. God bless you all. So we're going to get ready to go here this afternoon for your Super Duper Late Models here for the Outdoor Speedway. It's going to be Chris Wharton in a Remnant Racing number 5 machine. He'll be on the pole in this one. Joshua Harden, thank you for the latest like as well. You have the Speed Ranch number 53. That's going to be Brendan Mazzell to the outside. You've got Daddy's Money. It's going to be the 39 on the free speed. That's going to be Kyle Brennan. Caleb Durkin's got the win so far. He's got 2 on the tally so far in the Dirty Dig number 17. You got the 157 of Dylan Faust. Meanwhile, the number 58 machine of Leighton Sanchez. You've got the Edge Hooker Harness number 17 of Clayton Ellis, the Power Plant Sim Sports number 10 machine of Blake Dawson. You've got the number 2 of Austin Davis with the number 13 of David Ellis. That's all we got, and we are ready to go. And Little Dre plays. Think about the latest follow. We're underway. Oh boy, a lot of guys went to the top shelf and buried the right side of their race cars into the wall. As it's going to be the 5 of Chris Ward, going to be your race leader. Caleb Durgan right there behind him with the 39 of Brendan Bazell. As we are 2 out of 10 for heat race number 1. So far as heat race number 1 is already underway, Chris Wharton and that number 5 machine going to be your race leader with a 15.424 that last lap time. Caleb Durgan, though, the former Pro Series driver, working the bottom side of the speedway. Kyle Brennan, the 39 to the top shelf. It looks like the bottom is still too good. As here come Brennan at number 39. He's got a good run going in the middle of 3 and 4. Guys slicing and dicing all over the speedway. 4 out of 10 here at Eldora Speedway. As you got to battle for the race lead. Come on, iRacing Pace Truck, you're my worst enemy. As it's going to be the 17 of Caleb Durgan to the inside. Wharton in the 5 to the top shelf. Door to door out of 3 and 4. We're halfway to go. Take a look at Kyle Brennan, though. He's going to make this a 3-car race for the lead. Wharton holding strong in the middle side of the speedway. Look at the 39B of Brennan. As Kyle Brennan's going to bang the right rear quarter panel on the wall. Taylor Durgan to the inside. We are 6 out of 10. Durgan's going to go up and try the top shelf in turn 1 and 2. Maybe get some run. He's going to get a run in the middle of 3 and 4. Tries to throw the slide job. Oh, man, and wow, what a use of the brake pedal. As Chris Wharton got on the binders, and that'll allow Kyle Brennan in the 39. Going to be able to go to the inside. Gives him a little bit of a door nudge. There's Brandon Patel in the 53. Leighton Sanchez in the 58 on the wall in that 5th spot. As it's going to be the battle for the 2nd spot one more time. Kyle Brennan to the inside. It's going to be Chris Wharton to the outside shelf. As Caleb Durgan going to be your new leader in the 17. Brennan with a slide job across the nose of the 5 as he will take the 2nd spot away. Sanchez and Brendan Bazell battle as well for the 4th and 5th slot in Eldora. We got 2 to go. 2 to go, they say, here this afternoon for all these late models this afternoon. As it's going to be the 17 of Caleb Durgan, your race leader with the 39 of Brendan to the inside. White flag him in the air. As Caleb Durgan in the number 17, he'll work his way through the middle of 3 and 4 for the final time here for heat race number 1. He will get the checkered flag. It'll be Kyle Brennan, Chris Ward, and Leighton Sanchez. Brendan Bazell will be Blake Dawson in that number 10 machine. David Ellis in the 13. It'll be Clayton Ellis. You'll have Dylan Faust in the 157 and the number 2. That's going to be Austin Davis. That's going to be your field. We'll get ready to go for 50 laps here with the Eldora Speedway as we got 2 minutes to grid. So while they're getting ready to line up, we're getting ready to go. Thank you guys. Jacob, I got you into Discord. Appreciate you, boss man. As we're going to get ready to go. 50 laps here with the SLR show. Remember, this is B-Class 1800 for you guys. If you want to come out and try to run these super duper late models, we run them at a little bit of a weight. We run them at a little bit of a difference here and there and vice versa. Feel free to join into DC. Maybe we get a setup or 2. Get a couple guys in there in the SLR Discord now. So you guys can come out here and enjoy the fun as well. What is next on the speedway? It will be Lima Land. So we'll go ahead and get Lima Land ready to go. Like I said, I'm all about efficiency. We got nobody ready to go yet. Everybody getting their setups dialed in for a 50 lapper here with the Eldora Speedway. We were at Lyman Lamenter Sports Park yesterday. Levi Grace, thank you for the latest share once again. God bless you once again. We appreciate it. Sharing is caring, just so I was told, as we are ready to rock here tonight. So Lima Land's on the books. We're going to get that loaded in. As soon as the checkered flag waves, I'll bring it up and we will load it right in. All right. There you go. Cool deal. So Lima Lamenter Sports Park is ready to go, loaded in the iRacing UI. That'll be coming up next. And then we'll go to Charlotte and Lanier for our super duper late models here this afternoon. Gentlemen, 10 cars, all starts on the leader, no wave around, so quick repairs. You're all streamed on your favorite broadcasting streaming platforms at SLR. You can find them yourselves. If you're in the SLR Discord, I recommend you guys do so. We run races on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays. We're off on Mondays and Tuesdays for my mental health. Other than that, guys, go out here and have some fun. Don't straight line anybody, don't full send anybody, don't do anything, you know, that you wouldn't do in a regular race car. Do not rage quit. We had somebody rage quit at Volusia Speedway. I mean, he just was mad. He couldn't win and just straight lined the wall, caused a yellow. If you're done, pull it into the pit area, but you got to commit to it, though. And make sure you don't stop immediately to the exit. Drive it down a little bit, too, please. Other than that, good luck, everybody, here at Eldora. So let's get ready to rumble, shall we? As we are now keeping score on who, what, where, why, and how many wins in the SLR Discord. Is kind of cool to see. As Caleb Durgan in the 17 will start things off. Caleb Brennan at number 39. He'll go to the top shelf. Meanwhile, it's going to be that number 5 of Chris Wharton. You've got the 58 machine of Leighton Sanchez. After that's going to be the number 53 machine of Brennan Bazell. You'll have the number 10 of Blake Dalton for the Power Plant Sim Sports. Number 10 to the outside. Meanwhile, the number 13 out of Hunt the Front AMR, it's going to be David Ellis. To the outside, it's going to be the BWG Graphics. It's going to be that number 17 of Clayton Ellis. To the inside of the Longhorn chassis, it'll be the Sunoco number 2 of Austin Davis. You've got the 157 in the truck country machine. It'll be Dylan Faust in the back of the field. As we're ready to go, 50 laps here with the Eldora Speedway. And you get the chance to ride on board Brennan Bazell. Five laps of riding on board with Brendan Bazell. We got some pieces of race car laying on the racetrack on that start, but looks like everybody's going to be able to hang on to them and keep it green. 5 out of 50 here with the Eldora Speedway for tonight's super duper late models. As it looks like the number 2 machine of Austin Davis got a ton of damage on the nose of that race car. As the 17 of Caleb Durgan leads the way, it'll be the 39 of Kyle Brennan. After that's going to be that number 5 of Chris Wharton for the 3rd spot. He got the 58 of Leighton Sanchez. After that is going to be the number 17. That's going to be Clayton Ellis, as he is your current race leader. Not your current race leader. It's Clayton Ellis on the top shelf. What am I talking about? As it's going to be the number 10 of Blake Dawson. After they get the head of 53, that's going to be Brendan Bazell, who you got the chance to ride on board on that start. About 7 out of 50 here this afternoon. 50 laps here with the Eldora Speedway. Guys on the bottom side of the speedway, as it's all Caleb Durgan and Caleb Brennan, and that number 39 behind him. We'll go to 5 of Chris Wharton. The number 58 of Leighton Sanchez, 8 out of 50. As that's going to be the battle between Sanchez and number 10 of Blake Dawson. Dawson going to try to get a good run to the inside of a 3 and 4. They'll battle side by side through the middle of turn 3 and 4. We are 9 out of 50. So, as we're 9 out of 50, you got Brendan Mazzell in the wall. Oh, man, David Ellis just put his own brother in the wall. That number 17. As Brendan Mazzell caught the wall, and David Ellis was rolling right behind the backstretch. As the 17 of Ellis had to cut down and ran right into his own brother in the 13. As we get a battle for the race lead, it's going to be Caleb Durgan versus Kyle Brennan. Brennan the 39 is going to hit the brake pedal for a short slide over Caleb Durgan. Durgan and Brennan side by side. In the middle of 3 and 4. This is going to be a slide job for the 39 of Brennan to the top shelf. Dylan Faust and Austin Davis already pulled their cars in here at the Eldora Speedway. Thank you, Dylan Faust, and thank you, Faust and Austin. I appreciate you for pulling it in. As the 39 of Mr. Brennan continues to lead this one, as it's going to be Caleb Durgan right there behind him. Now, tire wear is going to be a thing here with the Eldora Speedway. As the 39 of Kyle Brennan going to go to the top shelf in turn 3 and 4. A lot of marbles right there through the middle of 3 and 4. It's going to be Durgan there to the inside. You got a battle for the third spot. Chris Warden at number 5. It'll be the 58 of Leighton Sanchez. Sanchez going to throw the slide job in turn 1 and 2. Chris Warden with a good run down on the backstretch. Oh my God, into the 58 machine. As Warden rolls through the middle of 3 and 4, it's going to be Sanchez on the top shelf. He is currently in the wall. 15 out of 50 here at Eldora Speedway. Sanchez with the battle back with a slide job in the middle of 1 and 2. Here comes Wharton to the inside of the speedway. Wharton going to try to work through the middle of 3 and 4. Sanchez going to try to hold his juice box as they're going to go door to door for 3 and 4. Close quarters racing, and Sanchez will take that third spot away. You got the number 10, that's going to be old Mr. Blake Dawson. You got Brendan Mazzell and Clayton Ellis. David Ellis has just tried to get it in the infield, or David Ellis did, and he did not make it for our first yellow flag here with the Eldora Speedway. David Ellis is going to come up into the wall. I know. He come up there in the wall and killed the fence, completely ripped the whole right front off of it, and he tries to get it into the infield and not quite make it, as he will be our first yellow flag here with the Eldora Speedway. He just couldn't quite make it, as the yellow flag will fly. It's like, I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think Clayton Ellis in the 17 is going to be trying to pull it in. We'll see if David Ellis can get a right front put on that car, but he buried that car into the wall. So we are now down to our 6 competitors here after the first one. Racetrack got to you, didn't it? Alrighty, so Kyle Brennan of the 39 is still going to be the race leader. He damn railed it. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, that's crazy. That's crazy work right there, I'll tell you what. He double file won the green. I'm not coming back out, he says. His brother, though, Clayton Ellis, is going to come back out. Austin Davis is called to today as well. David Ellis's day is over with, and we're going to stack them up with 7 more late models here today. We only started 10 on a Friday afternoon here at the SLR show, which is okay. Though I think we're heading to the Limelight Motorsports Park. That'll be coming up next year for the Super Duper late models, as we try this again, as it's going to be Caleb Brennan at 39 leading the way. 17 out of 50 for the Super Duper late models here with this weird looking Eldora Speedway. As the 39 of Kyle Brennan, he's going to roll to the top shelf. Oh, he got a lot of speed on corner entry, but here comes Leighton Sanchez. Sanchez in that number 58 machine, as he's going to go to the top shelf. Durgan in the second spot. Brendan Mazzell, there's going to be that number 5 machine of Chris Wharton. Wharton's been showing a lot of speed here recently as well at the SLR show, and pushed a little tight off of 3 and 4 there. There's Brendan Mazzell in the 53 to the inside, 19 out of 50. Cool deal, we say. As Kyle Brennan hard in the wall, down to the backstretch, opens up the door for the 17 of Caleb Durgan. Durgan throws it. Brennan needed to go. Oh man, oh man. Kyle Brennan should have just got off the throttle and let that one go, or he wouldn't have been wrecked, as he's going to have a broken right front. And I don't know if he's going to try to pull it in or roll F4. That's one of those you might want to lift out of it and let it go. We'll see what Kyle Brennan's going to try to do here, as Caleb Durgan will be your race leader. As I think Brennan's just going to try to pull it in and keep the race green. We'll see if he can get it in there. He does. Tough break there for Kyle Brennan at number 39 machine as he pulls it to the infield. That is just unfortunate. He had that big run off of 3 and 4. Durgan with that slider line, and then I think he just lifted just a little bit, let that go for a bit. I think we've been all right, but that's a tough break for him as he does pull it in on the infield. 23 out of 50 here this afternoon at the Eldora Speedway. Caleb Durgan's going to drive away in this one. We got one heck of a beast nest back here for second and third. Man, they are all over each other down to the backstretch. You got Chris Ward in the 5. You got Brandon Bazell through the middle of 3 and 4. Caleb Durgan is gone. Chris Wharton, oh man, David at Clayton Ellis, what a save! As Chris Wharton came up on the nose of Clayton Ellis, and Wharton now through the middle of 3 and 4. Caleb Durgan is gone and off to the races all by himself. Here comes Leighton Sanchez on the outside. They are still 3 wide for that third spot. It's Chris Wharton in the 5. There's Clayton Ellis in the 17 with a good run to the top shelf. You got the 58 of Leighton Sanchez, Brendan Mazzell. They're all slicing and dicing, trying to figure out what's going on. What a race for the second spot. Man, oh day, I'll tell you what, this is a race for sure. As it's the 17 of Clayton Ellis at the top shelf with a 5. That's going to be Chris Wharton through the middle of 3 and 4. Caleb Durgan is gone, and number 17, we got 23 to go. Hey, at least it isn't all the way around the top shelf. As Sanchez in the 58 is going to be in the wall as well. As here comes Clayton Ellis on the inside of that number 17 machine. 22 more to go. And Blake Dolson trying to get a run to the outside. Man, these guys are racing for that third slot. Dolson in an attempt to the top shelf. You got Wharton who's been stuck in the middle with that number 5 machine. And Brendan Mazzell on the bottom side of the speedway. We got 21 to go. David, this is a race here, boss. Caleb Durgan is gone, all but a 6-second lead over second place runner Blake Dolson as we get about 20 to go here for the Eldora Speedway. As Blake Dolson will get up to the outside shelf. Meanwhile, it's going to be that number 5. That's going to be old Mr. Chris Wharton. As Brendan Mazzell, the 53 to the bottom side of the speedway. And it looks like it went to the top shelf here with 19 more to go. I tried to do my best to get it to go, not to go to the top shelf. I think it might happen as Brendan Mazzell washes up in front of the 17 of Ellis. Ellis had to full-blown hit the brake pedal to avoid getting back in the number 53 machine as Clayton Ellis continues to roll in for the 4th spot. Oh my, oh my. Leighton Sanchez out of the ballpark out of this. I feel like if Kyle Brennan would have just let that slider go just for a half a step and not try to squeeze it, I think he might have won that. Am I a real IRL broadcaster? Well, Lil Drags, I used to be a announcer for the American All-Star Series for 2025, and a drunk driver ended that for me last year. So I used to be. I actually got my job doing this, by the way, as a iRacing streamer. So yeah, it is possible. Well, it went single file here just for a little bit with 15 more laps to go here for the super duper late models as Caleb Durgan's just gone. I mean gone. Durgan's got that car just fired up and gone. 6-second lead over the number 10 of Blake Dolson. We had one yellow flag here with the Eldora Speedway with Kyle Brennan getting in the back of the number 17 of Durgan and ended up into the wall with a broken right front. Actually, no, it wasn't that. It was Sir David Ellis. It was Sir David Ellis who cracked the wall and failed to get it into the pit area, but that's okay. We got about 13 to go. And you know, the funny thing is, David, you said earlier about the one yellow. The one yellow. Oh, my. I was like, you know, he's right. It is that one yellow. Well, 12 to go, and it's a ring around the rosy, and Caleb Durgan to the 17 just continues to drive away in this one. You got the number 10 of Blake Dolson. After that's going to be the number 5 of Chris Wharton. You're going to have... That's a 53 of Brendan Mazzell, the Clayton Ellis machine. I know you definitely tried. You definitely tried. I wish I'd have known. I could have just went, boop. As Dolson is still going to be in the second spot, can Chris Wharton close into that number 5 machine? As we'll give you an opportunity, guys, get a chance to ride on board with him around the Eldora Speedway. Leighton Sanchez, the 58, just pulled his race car in, and he's called it a night as well. We got about 8 to go. I don't know. Chris Ward might be able to close in here on Blake in that number 10 machine. So far, about 7 more to go for the Super Duper late models here this afternoon, as it's been all 17. Caleb Durgan out of the Airborne Speedway. He runs a lot of modified action up there. He's got 1 win in real life that I'm aware of, as Caleb Durgan continues to dominate this race. About 5 more to go, as we got Clayton Ellis in the wall. Caution flag. Clayton Ellis pulled it in there out of Eldora Speedway, and he just slammed the brake pedal, and Clayton Ellis just misses the pit exit as well. As Eldora Speedway is now down to, how do you want to say it, 5 cars. For 2 yellows in this one, by the way, for guys unable to get it into the pit area. 1 to green. Oh my, oh my, oh my. As we got 4 cars left out of the 10 cars, as 2 of them were for not be able to hit the hole. Double them up, gentlemen. Well, it's Caleb Durgan in the 17. The last I seen, he was in the wall. Maybe Blake Dawson in that number 10 machine will be able to pick off, and we're going to find out with 4 to go. And look at the tires. They're all burnt up. 5 to go. Slippy, slippy. Everybody slipping and sliding on the speedway. Tires might have gone away on some of these late model drivers, as Caleb Durgan had a huge lead until that extra yellow flag. As we may get a race for the lead, we got 4 to go. Can Blake Dawson in the number 10 be able to get around the 17 of Caleb Durgan, as we get about 4 to go, as Brendan Bazell in the 53 into the wall? But here comes a 10 from Power Plant Sim Sports. Blake Dawson going to go for the lead. We got about 3 to go. 3 to go, they say, as the number 17 of Caleb Durgan still going to be the race leader. Battle for third's looking good, though. Brendan Bazell in the 53, got the number 5 machine. That's going to be Chris Wharton. Wharton with the side top in the middle of 3 and 4. We got 2 to go this time by, and Wharton over throttles and gets into the door to the 53 of Brendan Bazell, as both them drivers battle out with the 3rd slot. As the race for the lead is going to look good. Here is Caleb Durgan's going to go up the hill. Buries the right rear quarter panel in the wall. White flag in the air. As it's going to be Blake Dawson going to try to work to the bottom side of the speedway, but Caleb Durgan's going to rack another one here with the SLR show. Caleb Durgan gets it done here for 50 laps here with the Eldora Speedway. Blake Dawson will go to Chris Wharton, and Brandon Bazell in the 53 is going to run out of fuel. Come on down, top 3. Well, while they're coming down, I'm going to go ahead and hit the checkout button, get the screen shut, as we are going to go to the Lima Land Motorsports Park. That race is coming up next for 50 laps. Straight line, guys. That'll work. Alrighty, so we're going to head to the Lima Land Motorsports Park. That event is going to be coming up next here for the SLR show, and we will continue on here today. Well, Durgan's going to get another one. We're going to go ahead and set this up as well. I guess a lot of guys are afraid of the quote-unquote, how do you want to say it, supers. Oh my goodness, I guess they're quote-unquote scared of the super-duper late models. Oh my. Alrighty, well, let's continue on. We will have 8 events tomorrow, by the way, as we're going to get ready to go get this posted, get our driver interviews in here once again. Again, if any of you guys got any questions for the top 3, please let me know. We'll put a number 3 right here beside Caleb Durgan's name. I believe he is going to be the most so far. As we'll move our top 3 up in here. Well, Caleb Durgan gets another one in at number 17. Tally up 3 wins here at the Eldora Speedway.
Yeah, man.
Pretty much dominating performance once Kyle Brennan, when he threw that little bit of a slider, and then he got that run off of 4 and didn't lift. And then after that was all she wrote for you.
Yeah. You know, I figured the track was going to go up to the top, like rail it in 3 and 4, and you know, you usually can make up more time running the top at 3 and 4 than you can running the top in 1 and 2. So I kind of set up a little 3 to be able to, you know, rip it out, and it just wasn't quite in yet. So and Kyle was a little better there, and you know, I was right there, and he made a mistake on the backstretch and got into the wall pretty hard, and I had a run, and I figured since he's throwing some bombs at me and I lifted for him, I could do the same, but he didn't want to lift that time. So, I apologize, but I mean, I lifted I got on the brakes for him a few times. There's no reason he couldn't have gotten the brakes there.
Well, it is what it is, I guess. But another dominating performance. How was the tire wear for you? Because I've seen you up in the fence there a couple times.
Yeah, I had 35 on the right rear and 55 on the left rear. Here you have to run higher air. I can't run the normal air that I run, so you burn. It's weird, P. You could finish with 20% tire around this joint and still be fast just because you're hitting the wall. So yeah, I don't know. I hate Eldora now. They ruined it.
Well, we'll head to Lime Land Motorsports Park coming up next. Put number 3 on the win category for all-time wins here with the SLR show. Who do you got to thank?
Just Dirty Dick Performance and you for putting on the events.
I think the big car scared a lot of guys away.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's a lot of power to tame.
We'll see you in the next one in Lime Land. That's up next.
Thanks, Pete.
How about Blake Dawson? He had a shot at him there for the win once the caution for 2 guys unable to get it in the hole in Eldora Speedway. Blake. Is Blake there? Oh, he ran away. Chris Wharton in the 5.
He's in the broadcast there, waiting there, Pete.
Oh, I got him. Welcome back, Blake.
Yeah, headset didn't want to work.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I'll tell you what, he had a shot at Caleb Durgan when 2 guys couldn't make it in the hole at Eldora Speedway.
Yeah, it was. That caution came out late, and the first 20 laps, I was pinned behind 3 or 4 cars, just rolling the bottom, so I knew I had a good tire, and I had a shot at him there at the end, but he didn't mess up enough.
Man, I'll tell you, that race back there, once Kyle Brennan did his ordeal and broke, you guys were like a bee's nest trying to figure out what was going on.
Yeah, I don't know if there was 4 or 5 of us there, but we were 3 wide for about 5 laps, and finally I found a hole, and I never looked back after that, but it was a lot of fun, those 5 laps.
Yeah, I mean, poor Chris Wharton was stuck in the middle of it, and there is my live visibility restriction. Wow. Anyway, let's talk about that 10 and that power plant sim sports.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with the racetrack. It was well ran in and just a normal Eldora, just top. So
yeah, it's how it goes sometimes. Well, who do you got to thank in that number 10 machine?
I'd like to thank Power Plant Sim Sports, Majula C, and Double Deuce Chassis.
Hey, we appreciate you for coming out here, boss man.
Thank you.
How about the number 5 ride? That's going to be old Chris Wharton.
Yeah, it was a fun one. Typical Eldora track.
Yeah, went to the typical Eldora track, but there for a minute there, it didn't be like a typical Eldora track.
Yeah, I mean, beginning of the race was fun. You could run all over. It was pretty good, but typical Eldora race. You run top, and whoever's banging off the walls is going to win it.
Yes, indeed. Well, that's kind of how it is sometimes. But hey, we got Lima Land coming up next, and that's going to be a difficult one. Who do you got to thank?
Remnant Racing guys for running with all those guys, and then Tanner Adele for this wrap. It's a new one. He got all my cars done. They look all sick, so he kills it. If you guys need wraps, go ahead and get him up. And then VRS and CFM for setups and all those guys. And then you for hosting this. So
Hey, man, we thank you for coming out here, and I'll see you at Limaland.
appreciate you there.
So we're going to move on to the Limaland Motorsports Park. That's going to be coming up next. And unfortunately, right about the same minute mark, once again, I got nailed with a... Your live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted results and search results because it contains unoriginal or a reproduction content. This is in line for your feed eligibility. Standard Hunter Community Guidelines. Can somebody tell me what I'm doing wrong? Can anybody tell me what I am doing wrong? I've been this battle. They say they're working on it, and here we go. We're right back at it once again. Right at the same exact time mark once again. So, if you guys probably gonna lose a lot of you guys. You're not gonna be able to find the channel and whatnot again because of that. I don't know, man. It just literally hit me for nothing. I don't know. I don't know. It's annoying. But either way, let's get ready to go. I'm gonna appeal it, and they're gonna say appeal denied. Well, let's continue on. We're not going to let that break our day, shall we? And we roll on to the Limaland Motorsports Park. That's going to be coming up next. I wonder if it's for the driver interview pictures. I wonder, what track did I run last night about the same time mark? I just wonder if it's soon there showing those logos and everything. I'm wondering if that's what it's hitting. I'm wondering if that's what it is. Yeah, B-Class. B-Class 2K for you guys who want to come out here and go racing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta have the B class, need an 1800i rating to go out here and go racing. Yep. Yes, sir, indeed. As our super duper late models are here with the Limaland Motorsports Park, you'll get here soon enough. You can be B-Class the Bear, B-Class 1800. B-Class 1800, run the super duper late models. Come out and join us. So we got about 12 of our super duper late models going to be joining us. Gentlemen, can I get sliders in both corners, please, in turns 1 and 2 and turn 3 and 4? Can I get sliders in turns 1 and 2 and turn 3 and 4, please? I will have 2 more events here this afternoon. Yeah, you're right. I got 2 more events here this afternoon. We'll be going to Charlotte Speedway, and then we will be heading to, how do you want to say it? We'll be heading to Charlotte, then Lanier, going to be our final 2 events tonight. While that's loading up, I'm going to go ahead and get Charlotte loaded up as well. We will have 2 heat races here with Limaland Motorsports Park, and we will try that again. So I got Charlotte coming up. That'll be a 50-lapper. And then we'll head to Lanier. That'll be a 50-lapper as well. And that'll do it tonight here with the SLR show. I just try to keep the races rolling, if you know what I'm saying, as we're getting ready to go for heat race number 1 here at the, how do you want to say it, the Lima Lamenter Sports Park, offering EOLs of the field, just know maybe so.
Can I get one peek?
You can. Sure can, Austin. Alrighty.
Can I get one?
Yep, there you go. Inside, outside lanes, go ahead and move on up. Brady King, and we're in the middle, 3 to the end of 4. You may fire. Good luck. So let's get ready to go. Is Brady King going to be joining us here for the first time on the SLR show, as he will take off in the middle of turn 1 and 2. As racing continues on, you're going to have the number 3 rod. It's going to be David Ellis going to be joining us. As you got guys, oh no, Craig Cobb's going to get in the back of the old boy. We got a yellow flag. Yellow flag on the speedway as the 27, and he's going to try to avoid it. Brandon Bazell kind of parked that in a way. He went into the corner. That thing did not want to steer. Like, that thing pushed way tight, cross it up. Cobb tried to avoid. I'm not going to call that on Craig. I'm not going to call that on the 27. The 53 drove it in, got tight, left the 27, really nowhere to go. 27 really tried to avoid it. I'm going to call this trail racing, and we'll go double file 1 to green. So we'll restack them and re-rack them here this afternoon at the SLR show, as we're going to get ready to rumble once again, as the number 47 of Brady King going to be on the pole, as is going to be the 27 of Craig Cobb back to the outside, and we are back underway for the super late models here with the Lima Lamenter Sports Park. Thank you guys, if you're on the black side of things, for sticking around. I do got that live restriction now put on me, so barely anybody's gonna be able to find the stream anymore, so I do appreciate you guys for everything, for sticking around. If you guys in the future reference, though, if this continues to happen, as you got the 3 of David Ellis and Austin Davis gonna get together, as Leighton Sanchez and him got together as well down at the backstretch, as we're about halfway to go. If you guys like what we do here at the SLR show, I recommend you guys following us on the other channels that I have on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Here sooner or later, this continues on, I may no longer be on the black side of things, as this has been very annoying, but we're about halfway to go in this one, as the number 47 machine of Brady King will still be your race leader. You got Craig Cobb at number 27. After that's going to be the 58 machine. That's going to be Leighton Sanchez. You got Brendan Bazell in that number 53 machine. Meanwhile, it's going to be the number 3 of David Ellis. You got the number 2 of Austin Davis going to be the field so far, as we get about 7 out of 10 here this afternoon. David Ellis going to lose it. David L is going to flat out lose it in the corner of turn 1 and 2. Austin Davis is going to pull it in as well, as this nightmare of a heat race continues. Hey, Caden, thank you for the heart me. I appreciate you. Happy Friday. They did it to me again, Caden. They did it to me again. She got the white flag going to be near for Brady King. So is Brady King in the 47 going to make his way through the middle of turn 3 and 4? Congratulations. Happy birthday. As it's going to go to Brady King, Craig Cobb, Leighton Sanchez in the 58, and the number 53 of Brendan Bazell. Offer an EOL to the field. Anybody want one? Yes, no, maybe so. Caden, thank you for the awesome gifts to the channel, boss man. We appreciate you for that as well, man. Thank you so much for those. Everybody makes a race. Everybody makes a show. Anybody want one? Cool. Ah, you're good, Brandon. You're good. Cool deal. All starts on leader. No waits, no quick repairs. Let's go out here and have some fun. Good luck, everybody. So we're missing Caleb Durgan, who has not gridded just yet, and so, as we're going to get ready to go here for heat race number 2, as I literally just added that as well when they said they were investigating my issue. Caden, thank you so much for the Thank God It's Friday. As we're ready to go, the number 10 of Blake Dawson will be your race leader. To the outside to be that number 13 machine of Keegan Sanders. You've got Kyle Brennan in the 39, and there's going to be the number 5. It's going to be Micaiah Rayfield, as he'll be in the 5. You got Richie Gaines in the 11 machine as we continue on racing here this afternoon. Super late models here for the Lima Lane Motorsports Park as Keegan Sanders at number 13 machine has started on the second spot, and it looks like he's going to fall back to the 4th spot. You got Micaiah Rayfield at number 5 to the inside. They'll race door to door through the middle of 3 and 4. You've got Richie Gaines at number 11 machine in the back of the field. As we continue on for the Super Late Models here at Lima Lane Motorsports Park, here comes Sanders with a slide job, and Micaiah is going to be able to run to the inside in the factory speed number 51 machine. As the battle for the race lead continues, as Sanders in the number 13 falls all the way back to the back of the field. He's going to have to get some work done on that race car as he's going to move to the 5th spot. After he gets into the back bumper of the 11, that's going to be Richie Gaines. As the battle for the race lead continues, as the number 10 machine of Blake Dawson will be your race leader with the 39 of Kyle Brennan. As Brennan will go to the top shelf. As we continue on, it's going to be the number 10 of Blake Dawson, still going to be the race leader. Kyle Brennan to the top shelf with that number 39 machine, 6 out of 10. 7 out of 10 for the Super Duper Late Models. Looks like a cushion starting to build in turn 1 and 2 as the 39 of Kyle Brennan to the inside. Slide job in the middle of 3 and 4 as the battle for the lead goes on. As the 10 of Blake Dawson, he'll go to the top shelf. The 39 of Kyle Brennan to the inside. Door to door through the middle of 3 and 4. Another slide job of a 4. You've got 2 to go. Going to be this time by. As Kyle Brennan, the 39, is going to get a good run down to the backstretch. He'll go through the middle of turn 3 and 4. Slide job once again. Blake Dawson in the number 10 back to the inside. White flag in the air for heat race number 2. As Dawson will be able to get down the backstretch, Brennan's going to lose a little bit of time through the middle of 3 and 4. Give heat race number 2. That's going to go to Blake Dawson. It'll go to Kyle Brennan at 39, the number 5 of Micaiah Rayfield. It'll go to the 11 of Richie Gaines and the 13 of Keegan Sanders. That'll be your top 5 as Caleb Durgan did not grid. As we're going to get ready to go for the Super Duper Late Models here with SLR to Lima Lane Motorsports Park. We will be heading to... And you already know we'll be going to the Charlotte Speedway. That'll be coming up, and then we'll finish off tonight here at the Lanier Speedway. Alrighty, Caden with the 5 lives. Let's go. I got you, David. I got you. Offer an EOLs of the field. Anybody want one? Yes, no, maybe so. Kaden, man, thank you for the awesome gifts to the channel once again, boss man, and thank you for the like as well. I appreciate ya. All right, boys, this is Lima Land. Rubbing and racing will happen. It's not completely intentional. Get through the first 5 laps and we'll be good to go. Other than that, All-Star to run the leader. There's no waiver rounds. There's no quick repairs. If you're going to pull it in, you got a broken right front or something, and you know you did it by yourself, please pull it in the infield. Let's have some respect for the other guys on the speedway. What we're going to do is Leighton Sanchez in the 58 can go to the top shelf. The 11 of Richie Gaines on the inside of the 5. And then everybody else can move straight on up. We've got 2 cars taking EOL penalties. Those guys that are taking EOLs, please line single file behind the field. Other than that, gentlemen, do not straight line, buddy. Do not come to a stop on the speedway if you're not broken. Pull it in the infield. There's plenty of places to do so if your fun meter's pegged. Lift. If there's a slider being thrown on you, just lift sometimes. You'll be on the race. That hole on the outside of you is going to get closed up a lot as well. Other than that, good luck, everybody. Let's get ready to rumble here with the SLR show here this afternoon as we're going to continue on with our racing action. Brady King for the first time in that number 47 machine will start on the pole in this one. To the outside to be Blake Dawson in that number 10 machine. You got Craig Cobb, Kyle Brennan. Let's go racing here at Lima Land. As King's gonna get crossed up, Blake Dawson, everybody slicing and icing their way through the middle of 3 and 4. We will complete lap number 1. Guys trying the bottom shelf, as you got King in the 47 who won his heat race, and it looks like he's gonna fall back here a little bit as the number 10 of Blake Dawson. Everybody stacking them up in turn 3 and 4. Good save by the rest of the field. Caleb Durgan in the 17 misses heat race. Now he's going to try to drive his way through the back of the field. Keegan Sanders in the 13 to the top shelf as we got rubbing racing going on down to the front stretch. That was Kyle Brennan at number 39 getting alongside the number 10 of Mr. Blake Dawson. You got Brady King in that number 47 machine who started on the pole in this one, and he is back 5 spots from his starting position in that double deuce nickel number 47. As racing continues on here this afternoon, as that's going to be Leighton Sanchez in the 58 machine. Your race leader with the 27 of Craig Cobb. Meanwhile, it's going to be the 39 of Kyle Brennan. You got the number 5. That's going to be Mr. Micaiah Rayfield with the number 10 of Blake Dawson. Going to be the fields. They're going to go 3 wide through the middle of 3 and 4 as Leighton Sanchez leads the way here for the super late models. Caden, once again, thank you for the awesome gifts to the channel. I just looked up and seen that. As we continue on, as Leighton Sanchez, the number 58 machine, will still be your race leader. You've got the 39 of Kyle Brennan at the top shelf. After that's going to be the 27 of Craig Cobb. He'll be in the 3rd spot. He's yet to get to the brake binders for the 27 as he went right up on the backstretch and blocked the number 10 of Blake Dawson. As Dalton going to try to get into the top shelf. Cobb to the inside of number 27 machine. We are 9 out of 50 here at the Lima Land Motorsports Park. 10 out of 50 here this afternoon as Blake Dawson going to go to the top shelf, and he shows Craig Cobb the nose, and Craig Cobb's going to get a door from Micaiah Rayfield, and Rayfield will roll to the bottom side of the speedway. You got about 11 out of 50. Talk about close quarters racing right here at the Lima Land Motorsports Park as you get a battle for the race lead. Sanchez on the bottom in the 58. It's going to go to Kyle Brennan, your new leader at lap number 12. As racing continues on, as the 39 of Kyle Brennan, he'll go to the outside. You're going to have the number 58 of Leighton Sanchez, the number 10 of Blake Dawson. It'll go to the number 5 of Rayfield. You'll have the number 47 machine of Brody King, as Caleb Durgan's got a long way to go. He's about up halfway through the field in that number 17 machine. 14 out of 50 for the super duper late models as the 27 to Cobb who will hold back into that 7th spot. You'll have the 11, that's going to be old Mr. Richie Gaines. You'll have the number 2 of Austin Davis. Meanwhile, it's going to be the 13 of Keegan Sanders, the 53 of Brendan Mazzell, and that number 3 of David Ellis. That'll be your field so far here tonight. As we continue to roll right through the middle of turn 3 and 4, and I just got the notification that my appeal has not been approved. I figured. As the 39 of Kyle Brennan still going to be the leader, 17 out of 50. As Blake Dawson at number 10 to the inside, Rayfield with a good run on the outside shelf in turn 1 and 2. As Rayfield at number 5, he'll go to the top shelf with the number 10 machine. Blake Dawson as they continue to go side by side in the middle of 3 and 4. We're 18 out of 50 here at the Lima Land Motorsports Park. As it's still going to be Kyle Brennan at number 39 machine. He will be your leader as he gets up into the wall in turn 3 and 4. First yellow flag of the day is going to be for the 27 of Craig Cobb. Craig Cobb puts it into the wall there. He's got a broken right front for our first EOL of the day. Yellow flag for Craig Cobb. He bounced it off, got it in the little parking spot over there in the corner. That's our first yellow, gentlemen. So Richie Gaines also going to pull it in there for the hot pits as well, and that number 11 machine out of RTB. Double file going to be 1 to green. Double file going to be 1 to green. So, as we're going to get ready to go, restack and then re-rack, it looks like Gaines will be able to make it back out on the speedway as Craig Cobb's night is over with. As the field takes off, we're underway. First yellow flag of the day as Kyle Brennan's going to go back to the top shelf as he continues to roll to the top side of the speedway with the 58 of Leighton Sanchez. And oh man, I thought Rayfield was going to put the number 10 of Blake Dawson up and on the wall as that's close quarter action right there. I'll tell you what, as the 5 of Rayfield able to roll to the middle of 3 and 4, and it's going to go to Blake Dawson. He'll be in that 3rd spot. Yes, sir, indeed. As we continue on here this afternoon, as the number 39 of Kyle Brennan will continue to roll to the top shelf. Meanwhile, it'll be the 58 of Leighton Sanchez with the number 10 of Blake Dawson. As Dawson will go to the top shelf, you got the 17. Oh, he gets into him. Caleb Durgan's going to go to the tail of the field and makes a big pile up, and then he leaves immediately. Alright, the 17 of Caleb Durgan got a little bit racy. Runs a slider line, and then here comes Blake Dawson to the inside of, just couldn't get out of the door line. And Durgan's got nowhere to go. Here comes Austin Davis. He's on the brake pedal. Keegan Sanders, David Ellis again. Gonna get involved in the number 3 machine, and we have our 2nd yellow flag. It's always that first yellow. It's always that first yellow flag. Oh my. Guess we're going to go double file. Going to be 1 to green this time. Bye, boys. Double file. Going to be 1 to green this time. Bye, boys. Hey, David, you can see they gave me that dang thing again. Aye. My goodness, as the 11's going to be coming back out. Blake Dawson, I think he's going to be done here this afternoon, and it looks like that's it for him. David Ellis got caught up in it as well, and that's going to be it for him as we're back underway for our super late models. It's 23 out of 50. Oh my. So it won't be a Caleb Durgan win as he went to the tip of the field. I think. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Halfway to go for the super late models here at the Lima Land Motorsports Park here tonight. Out of the 39 of Kyle Brennan, Leighton Sanchez. Sanchez gonna give old Kyle Brennan the bit of the right rear quarter panel. 26 to go. Here is Sanchez throws the slide job in 1 and 2. Kyle Brennan to the 39 to the inside. Here comes Micaiah Rayfield in the number 5. 25 to go. 2-car slider in the middle of oh, he's going to get tagged, and Rayfield going to be in the wall. What a save! Brandon Mazzell get all crossed up. He got ran over a little bit by the 11 Richie Gaines after they got on the brake binders. And Brendan Mazzell with a good save in that number 53. Rayfield killed the outside walls. You got a great battle for the race lead. That's going to be Coppin and number 39. You got Leighton Sanchez going to try to work to the middle side of the speedway. They'll drag race down the backstretch as this battle for the race lead continues. What a race this is for Leighton Sanchez and Kyle Brennan as they continue to battle along here with the SLR show once again. As the 39 of Kyle Brennan, after that's going to be the 58 of Leighton Sanchez. 20 more to go here this afternoon as the 58 of Sanchez rolls on the bottom side of the speedway with the 39 of Kyle Brennan. Brennan will be your new race leader. About 20 more to go. Can Micaiah Rayfield make himself a notice in this once again as Leighton Sanchez is going to take a look to the inside once again. They'll go side by side off of turn 3 and 4 as the race continues here this afternoon. So, as it's Kyle Brennan of 39, still going to be the new leader as it's got Leighton Sanchez all over the back bumper on that number 58 machine. As Brennan's going to go low in turns 1 and 2. Sanchez now going to try to get a run off of turn 1 and 2. Can he get right along behind the 39 of Kyle Brennan? As Brennan is still your race leader, but here comes the Kyle Rayfield once again in that number 5 machine. You got Austin Davis in the number 2. He's looking an EOL penalty, and now he's moving up into the 4 spot as the battle for the race lead continues at the 58 of Sanchez. He'll go through the middle with 3 and 4. Kyle Brennan going to try to cut the nose off of Sanchez. Sanchez going to try to get a run down to the backstretch. 15 more to go here this afternoon as Sanchez through the middle with 3 and 4. They'll race for the lead. Mitchell Bradshaw, I think the leaders follow as well. As Sanchez to the 58, he'll go down to the backstretch. The 39 of Kyle Brennan through the middle with 3 and 4. Your new leader at this time with 14 to go. Going to be this time by Rayfield over there lurking that number 5 machine. Can he maybe put up a fight here as well as he got into the wall earlier in this one at the 39 of Kyle Brennan. Meanwhile, it's going to be the old number 58 machine as that 5 car is definitely digging on the top shelf. 12 more to go. You got Austin Davis in the number 2. The 11, that's going to be Richie Gaines. You'll have the 53. Brendan Mazzell with the 13. That's going to be old Keegan Sanders. We started 12. We are down to 7 as the Kyle Brennan number 39 still the leader. Sanchez there as well. That 5 car of Rayfield got into the wall earlier this afternoon. About 10 more to go for the Super Late Models here at Lima Lambeter Sports Park. Looks like the top shelf in turn 1 and 2 starting to get a little heavy. Brennan's going to make a mistake on the 4. Here comes Sanchez. Corey Jefferson, thank you for the share. Appreciate you. They hit me with that live restriction once again. As the 58 of Leighton Sanchez through the middle of 3 and 4 once again. Kyle Brennan of 39 to the top shelf. 8 more to go. As Kyle Brennan still that race leader. He's going to go down to the backstretch and continue to lead away. That 5 of Rayfield was there earlier. We'll see if Rayfield can close in. He got 7 more to go. 7 to go for these super duper late models here tonight at the Lima Lambeter Sports Park. Sanchez had enough. He's going to throw the slide job in the middle with 3 and 4. It's going to be all the 39 of Kyle Brennan back to the inside. It's all good, boss man. As Leighton Sanchez, hopefully he had a good dinner. As it's Sanchez in the 58 machine. He's going to be rolled to the top shelf. Somebody give me a high five. We got 5 to go for the supers here at Lima Land. Kyle Brennan of the 39, still your leader. You got the 58 of Sanchez to the top shelf. As this could be the 39 of Brennan to the outside one more time. You've got 4 to go. Going to be this time around. Brennan to the low side in 1 and 2. The battle still for this race lead. As Sanchez going to throw the bomb. He throws it all the way from nowhere. We got 3 to go. And Brennan right back to the inside to retake the lead in 1 and 2. Sanchez is going to put up a fight for this one. He's going to not throw the slider in 3 and 4. You give me 2-6 in the air. Going to be this time by. What a battle for the super duper late models here at the Lima Lambeter Sports Park. Kyle Brennan playing defense mode. Sanchez got to do something here. White flag going to be in the air this time by. As Kyle Brennan's gonna, oh, Sanchez just got into the wall. That might do it for the young driver as Kyle Brennan's gonna defend the slider. Kyle Brennan gets it done here on Lima Land Sports Park. It's Sanchez and Mitch Rayfield gonna be your top three. Mackay Rayfield and company top three. Straight line for me, guys. Kyle, come on down. Kyle. Need you to straight line down to the front stretch, please. Oh, yeah. We'll head to Charlotte Speedway. That's coming up next. Got it, gentlemen. Thank you. Charlotte Speedway will be coming up next here with the SLR show, and then we'll move to the Lanier Speedway. Those are our next events here with the SLR show for our super duper late model program. Woo-wee! Alrighty. As we continue on. Oh boy, well, let's see. It's going to be Kyle Brennan. I need Kyle Brennan in the SLR Discord. That's okay, I got it. Oh, baby. Alrighty, I'm still waiting on Kyle Brennan to join the SLR Discord. We'll start with Leighton Sanchez. What a race for that race lead there. That got really good.
Yeah, I was just, you know me, usual, beating down the boards. I was freaking beating down the boards. I was trying to save some tires for that first half there, and then he got around me, and so I kind of started running that top a little bit, trying not to use too much tire on that top, like barely on the gas, and then I kept on getting up to him around that top, but I kept on getting to the wall in 1 and 2. And every time I throw a slider, he had a good run coming off there and would get me on that slider.
Was there anything else you could have done to maybe get around Kyle Brennan?
I don't know really. It's a good racetrack. There's 2 lanes, middle and top. I don't think I could have got around him. He's blocking pretty good there and just playing really good racecraft there too.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, that was a heck of a drive that you had trying to get that race lead from Kyle, but unfortunately he got it to you. Who do you got to thank?
The book, of course. Let's see. Eli Performance Industries, EPI, Michael Ashley Concrete, nothing fancy boar goats, nothing fancy beagle hounds. Let's see. Yeah, that's it.
Well, thanks for coming out here for a second, as I don't have a Kyle Brennan here, as we got Micaiah Rayfield, or hashtag Stephen Rayfield, at number 5.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that race there. I mean, until you kind of threw that 2-car slider, got into the wall, what happened to the 5 as you were battling for the race lead there earlier?
Yeah, I seen the opportunity of them going back and forth, and they both ruined their momentum going down the back stretch or the front stretch. It was the front stretch, and I had a really good run. I threw it in there. I didn't quite think I was going to clear it, so I kind of let off the throttle, and when I let off the throttle, it just pushed up, and I was just hoping, honestly, that I didn't destroy the whole field. It was a really dumb move by me, honestly, and apologies go out. But really, it was a good car, first 10, 20 laps. I probably wore it out a little bit, trying to make sure I got to the front to the point to where I didn't get in any mess or anything. But, it's racing, it happens, and sometimes things don't go your way, and that's quite all right.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty good race overall, I thought. Like, Lima Land, it did kind of move around a little bit. And what did you think of the surface?
Honestly, it was a pretty good track. I can't really hate much on that for sure. I'm a big Lima Land fan, and that's definitely for supers one of the best Lima Land tracks I've seen in a pretty good while, I would say. Usually, you either get top or middle, and that's it. You don't usually have both of them at the same time. So definitely a very good track.
Well, we're heading to the Charlotte Speedway. That event's already loaded up and ready to go. Who do you get to thank? And thanks for coming out.
Yeah, Henderson Amusement, big help to us. 51 speed. New setup shop I just recently opened for any of you want to buy some setups or try them out. We do have a Discord if you want to try that out. I thank all the guys who helped me, man. Honestly, it wouldn't be possible without them. And yeah, man, just everybody on the car that helps me.
Well, thank you for coming out here and racing with us here as well. The SLR show, man. Congratulations on third. Charlotte's ready up and ready to go. Hopefully, I'll see you there.
I got one more thing, Peter.
Yep.
The question is, when are we going to play Rocket League?
whenever you like.
All right, I'll hold you to it.
If you see me. If you see, I actually got Leighton Sanchez. Actually, hold on, let's off topic here. I got Leighton Sanchez trying to get his account ready to go to play some Rocket League. You see me in that Rocket League channel down there, and I'm by myself. Feel free to stop by.
I will, buddy. I will.
Heck yeah, man. Let's go do some. I'll see you later, man. Thank you, guys.
See you, bud.
Yep.
Hey, I got another sponsor, Keegan Sheldon Designs. I got to thank him too.
You got it, boss man.
All right, thank you.
Yep. All right, let's continue on. Uncle Pete sounds grumpy. Well, they did it to me again, Nick, over there on that side of things, and it's all right. I'm a little bit grumpy, but not too crazy. But we got the Charlotte Speedway loaded up and ready to go here this afternoon, and let's continue on here this afternoon as our racing continues. Hey, but by the way, Caleb, if you want to check your name in the SLR Discord, if you can, I did give you your SLR win number 1, by the way. If you want to go check that real quick, make sure I got the right one as we're heading to the one and only Charlotte Speedway. That's going to be our next event here for our super duper late models here this afternoon. As we got a lot of drivers. You got Hunter Winning Company, Chris Warden, Keegan Sanders, Kyle Carter going to be joining us. Micaiah Rayfield once again going to be joining us as well. And we will continue on with our racing action. We do got one more event here this afternoon at the, how do you want to say it? It'll be at Lanier. So we'll go ahead and get that loaded in and ready to go for you guys as well. How you doing today, Nick? I hope to see you here at Charlotte, or are you at the races in real life? Did you go to Lernerville? If you went to Lernerville, I'm going to be mad. Then I'll really be grumpy. Aye. Let's continue on here this afternoon at the Lanier Speedway. We'll be coming up next here with the SLR show, and that'll be our final event here tonight. I see y'all, Jaden Sportsky, joining the racing here this afternoon. About time. Alrighty, so Lanier is loaded up. About to eat dinner. You'll make Lanier sweet. What are you having for dinner? I had like smash burgers. I made my own smash burgers. What else are you having for dinner? Cool deal. Okay, go. Burger and fries. I had smash burgers type of thing, you know. I made them out of the air fryer or whatnot. It kind of worked out pretty well. Well, we have a few drivers in here. Not as much as we get for our pro late models, but we do get a pretty good field. All right, guys, can I get slider in both corners, please? You guys had the racetrack pretty good. You might as well mind if I can get sliders in both corners, please. Thank you. As we're here at Charlotte Speedway for our fourth event here this afternoon, David Ellis and Company. After that, it's going to be the number 2 machine of Austin Davis going to be on the Speedway. After that, you're going to have the number 13 of Keegan Sanders. He'll be here as well, as we're going to get everybody running some sliders. You got Jaden Sporsky in the number 32. It's been a while since I've seen that driver. You got the number 25 of Kyle Carter as well. We have a few drivers in here. I think about 12 or 13 of them. Then we'll move to the Lanier Speedway, and that'll be our final event here this afternoon. Sure is, as the Weather Channel just gave me something about the earthquakes in Venezuela. I heard that was pretty bad over there, so hopefully the good Lord above will bless them and protect them through the hardships that they're going through right now as we continue on, as we have our Super Duper late models here at the Charlotte Speedway. We'll go to Lanier, and that'll be it for the SLR show here this afternoon. We got Ryder Mooey. I think that's how you say that. M-O-O-I. Going to be joining in. So we got a couple new names and a couple new faces as we're getting ready for our Super Duper late model program here at the Charlotte Speedway. Yep. Also, old Tiki Taki's not a fan of mine either. Yep. So as we got Brendan Mazzell and company, we have a few other drivers going to be joining us as Brendan Mazzell in the number 53 machine, and we're going to run these slide jobs. You got the number 27 of Craig Cobb. Struggling here to figure out these late models. Again, we do have a little bit modified as well, as we are going to get ready to go as the checkered flag is going to wave, and we're ready to do some racing here at the Cedar Lake Speedways. Looks like 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 11. We're going to see. Yes, we will have 11 Super late model drivers here at the Charlotte Speedway for heat race number 1. So let's get ready to go as heat race number 1's getting ready to line up here for our first event. Kyle will go to Lanier Speedway. That'll be coming up next. Offering EOLs of the field. Anybody want one? Yes, no, maybe so for these super duper late models. Alrighty, gentlemen, inside and outside lanes, go ahead and move on up. Most of you all raced here before. Good luck, everybody. Well, we got 4 for heat race number 1 here this afternoon for 10 laps. Going to be the distance, as it's going to be the number 13. That's going to be David Ellis going to start on the pole in this one. To the outside to be that number 2 machine. That's going to be old Austin Davis. After that's going to be the number 27 of Craig Cobb. After that, it's going to be the number 32 machine of Jaden Sportsky. That's going to be your field for heat race number 1 here for the super late models at the Charlotte Speedway. We'll be heading to the Lanier Speedway. That'll be our final event here this afternoon on the SLR show. And then we will be done here tonight. We'll be live tomorrow on Saturday around 4 o'clock. Just so you know, we'll be live on Saturday around 4 o'clock. Hopefully we'll have 8 events scheduled for that day. If you guys are following me on the black side of things, I would highly recommend to start following me on the other channels that I am on. This is starting, the whole TikTok deal starting to kind of get a little, you know what. So anyways, the 13 of David Ellis going to lead the super late models to the green flag. We are underway here for the super late models at Charlotte. Super late models here about the SLR show at Charlotte Speedway, as David Ellis at number 13 has had a rough day of racing so far, as he is fully mad at TikTok right now, Mr. Nick. You have one idea. They finally said, by the way, they are investigating my case. We'll get back to you as soon as possible, as you got a battle for the race lead, as the number 32 of Jaden Sportsky will be your Yes I Am K-Tune. Same name. Yes I am. As Jaden Sportsky in the number 32 machine going to be your new race leader. The 13 of David Ellis, he'll go to the top shelf. He started on the pole as this one is the number 2 machine of Austin Davis to the inside, as he'll roll through the bottom and turn 3 and 4. Slide job once again, as you'll have the number 13 of Ellis to the inside. Great battle for the second and third spot, as Jaden Sportsky in the smooth operator number 32 machine, he'll see halfway to go. As Jaden Sportsky at number 32, I haven't seen him in a long time, as he's going to be joining us here this afternoon. As Jaden Sportsky will be your race leader. The number 13 of David Ellis to the top shelf. You'll have the battle for the second spot. As the number 2 of Austin Davis, that slider in turns 1 and 2, he'll clear the 13 of David Ellis. Craig Cobb and the number 27 to the inside. They'll battle side by side at a 3 and 4. 7 out of 10 for the super labels here for the Charlotte Speedway. As the number 13, that's going to be David Ellis, going to go to the top shelf. Sweet. Got you, K-Tune 51. Appreciate you, boss man. I appreciate you, man. I really, really, really do, boss man. I thank you so much for that. As we got the Jana Sportsky ride, still going to be your race leader at number 32. It's going to be Austin Davis at number 2, the 27 of Craig Cobb. As you will have David Ellis, that battle for the second and third spot here for heat race number 1. As we continue on, as the number 2 of Austin Davis going to be in that second spot, but Jaden Sportsky is gone at number 32 machine. So the white flag in the air going to be around as Jaden Sportsky at number 32 will get it done. Austin Davis, Craig Cobb, and David Ellis will be the top 4. So we'll get ready to go for the Charlotte Speedway as heat race number 2 is going to get ready to line up here for the SLR show as we will continue to roll on. We're supposed to have 6 cars ready to go. We'll see how this works. Offering EOLs for heat race number 2. Anybody want one? Yes, no, maybe so. Cool deal. All starts on the leader, anywhere in the middle 3 to the end of 4. Good luck, gentlemen. So, as we're going to get ready to rumble here this afternoon for heat race number 2, is that number 5 machine. That's going to be Micaiah Rayfield on the pole in this one. From the 51 factory speed machine, the By God Sim Sports number 51. You'll have number 25 is going to be Kyle Carter. He'll be up on the outside in the Moonshiners number 25. To the inside, it'll be the Keegan Sanders number 13 from Velocicia. After that, it's going to also have the Buckeye Concrete Coatings number 13 of Keegan Sanders. To the outside to be the Wells 76 of Ryder Mui. I believe that's how you're going to say that. Meanwhile, you're going to have the number 53. It's going to be Brandon Bazell. He'll be in the 5th spot. Then to the inside, in that number 5 machine, is going to be Chris Wharton. That's going to be your field for heat race number 2. And then we'll line up for a 50-lap feature here this afternoon. We will have 11 cars here at the Charlotte Speedway. And then we'll move to the Lanier Speedway for our final event here this afternoon. Ducky! Good to see you, Ducky. That's a cool looking one, or is that just for me? As we're going to get ready to go here this afternoon as Micaiah Rayfield at number 5. He's going to lead the field through the middle of turn 3 and 4. We are underway. So as Rayfield's going to drive away so far in that number 5 machine with the 25 of Kyle Carter. That's going to be the number 13 of Keegan Sanders. You have the number 5 of Chris Wharton. That'll be the top 4. You've got the 53 machine of Brandon Mazzell. Meanwhile, it's going to be the 76 of Ryder Mui, who's got a lot of handling problems in that Wells number 76 machine. And internet problems on top of it as well. As you get a good race here down to the backstretch as Keegan Sanders at number 13 to the top shelf with a 5 of Chris Wharton right through the middle of 3 and 4. Chris Wharton will move up into the 3rd spot. You got the 53. That's going to be Brandon Mazzell to the inside. They'll drag race down the back stretch. We're about halfway to go. As the number 5, that's going to be Micaiah Rayfield. Going to be your race leader. About halfway to go. After that's going to be Kyle Carter, that number 25 machine. He'll get a run down to the back stretch. As the racing continues on to the back stretch, the 5 of Micaiah Rayfield. He'll go to the top shelf with that beautiful number 25 of Carter to the inside. As racing will continue here for heat race number 2. As it's going to be Rayfield on the bottom shelf. You got Kyle Carter trying to find a way to the top shelf as well as the 5 of Rayfield continues to roll to the bottom in 3 and 4. Good racing here, getting ready to go down as Kyle Carter's got his target set. He's ready to try to the outside in turn 1 and 2 as Rayfield still hold on to that race lead. About 8 out of 10 going to be this time around. As Rayfield in the 5, he continues to drive away as he's got Kyle Carter right there hot on his heels. You'll see the 2-6 going to be in the air, going to be this time around for Mr. Micaiah Rayfield. As we continue on here this afternoon, as the number 25 of Kyle Carter trying to roll to the inside, not going to be able to get there. As the number 5 of Rayfield, he will continue to roll through the middle of turn 3 and 4. You will have the white flag going to be here this time by Kyle Carter in the 25. We'll go to Chris Warden, Brendan Bazell, and you will have Keegan Sanders as Ryder Moody in that number 76 machine will be in the back of the field, but checkered flag will wave as Rayfield will get it done. They'll go to Carter. You'll have Wharton, Bazell, and Keegan Sanders in that number 13 machine. That will be your finishing order. As Ryder Moody, that number 76 machine, will not make it here this afternoon. Alrighty, 2 minutes of extra time for you guys' setups. You guys got 2 minutes. Alrighty, so we're going to try to go once again here as feature time here for the Charlotte Speedway as our Super Duper late models are getting ready to line up once again as the number 32 of Jaden Sportsy and Company. We will start at 11 super late models here this afternoon as we're going to get ready to go. As if you guys don't know, the SLR channel is up. We do have a beef channel that is loaded with several guys in here to like to talk a bunch of smack and things like that. You also sometimes get driver fights in there and things like that. It's an 18+ channel, but I'll tell you what, it's a fun one to look at every once in a while. As we are ready to go for our late models here this afternoon, as we're gonna get ready to rumble here tonight. Sorry, Ducky, I will not do that. I do not do that. I run all my stuff 0 to whatever it is. That way, you guys do your whole ordeal. That way, it kind of moves around. Racetrack gets prepped in as it is. I'm not a fan of regens by any means necessary. They had never really worked that well in the past, so I don't really mess with them. Tracks are what the tracks are. If you guys want them slicker, come on down and show up and go racing and have some fun. That's all it is. Alrighty, boys, let's go out and have some fun, everybody. All-star tunnel leader. There's no wave arounds. There's no quick repairs. Come on out here and have some fun. 32 car, anywhere in the middle. 3 again to 4. Boys, it is literally just the 10 of us as Hunter Winden joined. Sanchez left. And Ryder Mooey was just way off the pace. Good luck, everybody. Inside and outside lanes, go ahead and roll on down. We'll go to Lanier Speedway. That'll be coming up. It's a Tonka. I get it. I get it. I get it. Well, let's get ready to go for 50 laps of distance here this afternoon. We'll start 9 super late models here this afternoon. As the number 32 of Jaden Sporsky will start on the pole in this one. Back to the outside to be the number 51 of Micaiah Rayfield. That's going to be the number 2 of Austin Davis. Meanwhile, you'll have the number 25. That'll be Kyle Carter. You got the number 27 of Craig Cobb. Meanwhile, the number 5, it's going to be Chris Wharton. You'll have the 53 of Brendan Bazell with the number 13. That's going to be Keegan Sanders. After that's going to be the number 13. That's going to be David Elvis. As we're going to get ready to go here this afternoon. So, at Jaden Sports, that number 32 machine will still be your race leader. We will complete lap number 1 here at the Charlotte Speedway. We'll see what's going to happen here. This racetrack got worn in a little bit weird. I've seen guys on the top, I've seen guys in the middle, ran a bunch of slider lines, and it looks like you may get a racy racetrack as Sportsky going to fall off the top in turn 3 and 4 and give the lead to Micaiah Rayfield. By the way, if you guys don't know, the SLR has a new competition for you drivers and fans out there, as we have the win counters in the SLR Discord. The more who is the top dominant, who's got the most wins in the SLR Discord. I started that as of yesterday. I will go through the top 3 victory photos here momentarily, and I'll add those wins to those drivers. So the competition in the Discord was also going to be there as well, who has the most wins. So you got Rayfield at number 5, going to be the race leader. You got the number 32, Jaden Sporsky. Meanwhile, Kyle Carter at number 25 machine has the number 2 ride of Austin Davis. He'll be in that 4th slot. You got the number 50, 27 machine of Craig Cobb. You got the 53 of Brazil Brazil with the number 13 ride of Keegan Sanders with the number 5 of Chris Wharton, as racing continues on here with the Charlotte Speedway 7 out of 50. So far, Rayfield is taking the lead for the 32 of Sporsky and starting to drive away in this one. As Rayfield in the 5, Sporsky going to try to work to the inside. You got Kyle Carter in the number 25 with the number 2 of Austin Davis. As Craig Cobb, boy, I'll tell you what, the 53 of Brendan Mazzell had to get on the brake binders. I'll tell you what, as Cobb in the 27 on the inside, Mazzell in the 53 going to take himself to the top shelf in the middle of 3 and 4 and give it up to the 53 of Mazzell with a pass on the outside. So far, it's been a decent race here tonight, as the Rayfield number 5 will be your race leader. Yes, it is, Jason. They just did it to me. 10 out of 50, as it's all going to be Stephen, Mr. Mitch Rayfield once again, and the TikTok deal. Yeah, they're still screwing with me. They said the last message I got from them said they were investigating my lives. And I just showed them the same thing. It hit me right around the same time as last time, about an hour and 19 minutes in my race, and then boom, they hit it with me. So it's 11 out of 50 for the super late models here at Charlotte Speedway, as Rayfield is still your race leader. We got a long way to go here at Charlotte. Charlotte's a little bit of a larger track, and tire wear is going to be the key factor in this one too, as we had reports of tires being really low. We had a really good race at Lima Land. As we continue on here this afternoon, 13 out of 50. We got one more event, and it'll be at Lima Land Motorsports Park, and that'll do it here for tonight of the SLR show, as it's all Rayfield in the 5. Still your race leader, Jaden Sporsky trying to work to the top shelf. Kyle Carter at number 25. It'll be the number 2 of Austin Davis. He'll be in the 4th spot, as Jaden Sporsky in that number 32 machine. He will hit the wall and go out on the backstretch. We got him in 3 and 4. The battle will be for the 2nd spot. Yeah, that's what they consistently do to me, Jason. I just don't understand it. It's happened like 10 days ago at least. So whatever happened, I have no idea. About 15 out of 50 here this afternoon. Jaden Sporsky getting the wash up to the outside of the speedway as the number 25 of Kyle Carter. Carter gonna look to the inside, slide job. Oh, Sporsky couldn't hit the brake pedal, and Kyle Carter couldn't clear it. Caution flag. Oh, my. Let's see how close this one was. Let's see how close. It was close. I don't get it. Kyle Carter had about a half of a car length, and, you mean like my webcam picture? As Kyle Carter's going to throw that slide job, old Sporsky. Sporsky should have seen that too. Oh, not that camera, Peter. Not that camera. Oh, man. Man, I can't go any bigger. That's going to be close. Started to come up. Oh, Sporsky got to the outside of him right there. Man, that's one of them deals, man. It is lap 16. I'm going to say he put his nose there. Carter, you're good to go, boss. You threw the slider. Sporsky went right out to the outside of him. He put his nose where it didn't really belong. You're good to go. Double file going to be 1 to green. It is no mirrors too, Ducky, so that's what I'm calling. Is Sporsky got that run on the top shelf? I mean, I don't know why so many people want to give that up so easily. I mean, it's not hard to hit a brake pedal and cut underneath, but Yep, as we are going to get ready to go, about 19 out of 50, we're underway. Yeah, I'm with you, Ducky. All right. I'll try that tomorrow, Jason Bice. Do you know how much larger he made it? $18 out of 50 as Austin Davis got on the brake. Binders right there for Kyle Carter. That number 25 machine as the 5 of Chris Wharton. He'll roll to the bottom side of the speedway. 18 out of 50. The issue of it, though, is, Levi, it's Charlotte, and when you got a slider coming, when you know there's something coming and you're unsure about it, the moment you go to the outside, well, see, my stream's horizontal. It shouldn't show where the live is. When you're running no mirror races here too, Levi, the guy that's throwing the slider does have not a clue where that guy is. And when you see a car start sliding up, and you stick your nose in there, that's on you at that point. We run no mirrors in these cars and nobody's looking over top to even watch it. So it's one of those dances where the guy behind the slider's coming in, the car, obviously he had to have seen the car being throwing that slider. How hard is it to hit the brake and come underneath? It looked like he tried to drive over the top of and stuck his nose in there. You know, that's the dance right there. It doesn't matter if he hit him in the middle of the car or anything. So it's the number 25 of Kyle Carter. He's going to roll to the outside. He got Chris Wharton at number 5 to the inside as Rayfield is your leader, about halfway to go. I agree with you boys. I do. 25 more to go here this afternoon. One yellow flag here for the Charlotte Speedway as Micaiah Rayfield, or Steven Rayfield, I didn't say that, is your race leader. 25 more to go. Kyle Carter at number 25 going to be your leader. You got the 5 of Mr. Wharton. I'll tell you what, Chris Wharton, if he doesn't have any bad luck in these races, he looks really good as Wharton will be able to roll to the inside of the speedway. About 24 more to go as Chris Wharton will continue to roll to the bottom side of the speedway after that. Hey, by the way, Jason Bice, can you tell me how big he made that camera? Because my screen's horizontal, so I know the live is not in the way, right? As Chris Wharton of the 5 continues to lead this one, you got the number 25, it'll be Kyle Carter, as Carter's going to roll to the top shelf. Great battle here for that second spot. Carter to the outside, you got the number 5 of Chris Wharton. 22 more to go, and we got 2 lanes of racing here for the Charlotte Speedway. But I'll tell you what, Rayfield's got that number 5 machine on dial, my friend, as Rayfield continues to drive to the top shelf. 21 more to go, but you got 2 lanes of racing here at the Charlotte Speedway as the 13 of Keegan Sanders having a little bit of fun with Craig Cobb and that number 27 machine. Sanders at the top shelf, Craig Cobb and that number 27 on the bottom. It looks like Cobb's able to run the bottom side of the speedway better, but you got the 13 of David Ellis rolling the inside. You got the number 2 of Austin Davis at the top shelf. Kyle Carter just got to the wall. Chris Wharton is going to be able to get to the inside. Slide job in the middle of turn 3 and 4. 19 more to go. This battle for second's looking really good as Kyle Carter at number 25. He's going to roll to the inside, the 5 of Chris Wharton, as Wharton's going to go to the middle in 3 and 4. 19 more to go. Battle for the second spot continues on, and Chris Wharton will be your new second place runner as Stephen Rayfield in the 5 moves to the bottom side of the speedway and turns 1 and 2 as Rayfield goes back up to the top shelf. Can Chris Wharton maybe get some momentum built up and maybe catch up to Rayfield? But so far, he's got a 2.2 second gap to clear as it's going to be the Wharton number 5 machine. Look at this. Here comes the number 2 of Austin Davis on the outside of the speedway. You got the number 13 of David Ellis to the inside. 16 to go here at Charlotte. Hey, Jason, are you still here? As you have the number 5 rhyme. That's going to be Chris Wharton. He'll go to the top shelf. You'll have the number 25 of... Yeah. but I can't do that if I'm horizontal, Jason. Oh, I got you. I got you now, Ducky. I got you. I got you. Okay. Okay, so Ferguson. Gotcha. Okay. I got you. I'm sorry. I was just, oh, goodness, man. I was, like, lost. I was like, what's he talking about? As we get about 13 more to go. Good to see you again, by the way, Ducky. Good to see you. Well, 13 to go, and it looks like we got this battle for the second spot looking pretty good for these super duper late models as Chris Warden at number 5. Meanwhile, the number 25, that'll be Kyle Carter as we continue on with our super late models here in Charlotte. The 13 of David Ells, the number 2 of Austin Davis. Meanwhile, the 53 of Brendan Bazell. After that, it'll be the number 27 of Craig Cobb with the number 13. That's what I'm saying, Jason, and with the whole TikTok deal, it doesn't make any sense that, because my live is not even in the way, but I mean, I do got them. What they said with the TikTok type of deal is they are investigating this situation because it's weird, because this is my 11, so it just started doing it 11 days ago. So I don't know who, what, where, why, and how, and to what extent, but you know what I mean? But either way, so far, it's all going to be Rayfield so far in that number 5. Working the middle side of the speedway. There's been a lot of movement on this speedway. A lot of movement. You had guys on the top shelf. You had guys on the bottom shelf. You had them through the middle of 3 and 4. You got them, like, running everywhere trying to find any type of speed. And it looks like Rayfield might be slowing down. That's what I'm saying. Looks like Rayfield might be slowing down. Maybe some tire wear starting to come into the fact in this one, as his gap is now down to a 1.9, but he's still running 15.352s. Kyle Carter's ran a 15.243 that last lap. So we're going to head to Lanier right after this one, everybody, and that'll be our final event tonight for our super late models. Again, they're running 932 horsepower, running 2,351 pounds in weight, as we roll through the middle in 3 and 4. 5 to go. 5 to go for these super late models, as Wharton and Kyle Carter are going to go back to war with this one. As the number 25 of Carter, he'll roll through the middle of 3 and 4. The number 5, that's going to be old Chris Wharton, as that's going to be the best battle on Speedway. But David Ellis is starting to creep on in back there as lap down traffic for the number 5. That's going to be the number 13 of Sanders on the bottom side of the Speedway. Rayfield going to be on the top shelf in the middle of 3 and 4. We got 3 to go. 3 to go for the super late models here this afternoon at Charlotte Speedway. As the number 25 of Kyle Carter, meanwhile the number 5 is going to be Chris Wharton. You know, the cool thing is it didn't go to the top, which is kind of neat. That is really neat. 2 to go. 2 to go for the super late models here this afternoon, as Rayfield has got the lead and driven away with this one here at Charlotte Speedway. He'll see the white flag going to be here this time around. Kyle Carter in the 25 will be the 5 of Chris Wharton. You'll have Austin Davis in at number 2 to be the 53 of Brendan Bazell. You will have Craig Cobb. Looks like he lost the tires on number 27 machine. As the number 5, it's going to be Micaiah Rayfield. He'll get it done. It'll go to the 25 of Carter, Chris Wharton in the number 5. You'll have the number 2 of Austin Davis. It'll go to the 50. Look at that! He's out of tire. It's going to be Brendan Bazell. And the number 27 of Craig Cobb. As David Ellison, the 13, will pull it in. We'll go ahead and click the checkout button for our final event at the Lanier Speedway. That'll be loading up next here with the SLR show. Hold for me there, Rayfield. Good deal, boys. Got the picture. Lanier is loading up as we speak. Yeah, we lost the Pink Panther there. I don't know if he ran out of fuel or what. He ran out of fuel. That's what he just told me on the other chat. Oh, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Well, we have our final event coming up, and Rayfield is already here. He just told me he ran out of fuel. Oh, boy. Stephen Rayfield.
Yes, sir.
Let me do this for you real quick. We're going to change your car number, and we're going to do this. Bang! Look at that. Stephen Rayfield got his quote-unquote, as we started counting, first win tonight.
Yeah. It was it was a fun race, that's for sure. My car wasn't the best handling. I was kind of really just forcing it around the track, and thankfully I just had enough of a gap within the last 10 laps that it was good. It was all right.
Well, I'll tell you, the racetrack moved a lot. Like, I'm serious. It felt like it moved a lot for you guys out there.
Yeah, I can definitely agree to that. I know there it felt great on the top side, especially in the first 30. I was up there ripping, and then I kind of felt like, I wasn't getting that same drive coming out, so I went and searched around for a little bit, and ended up going back to the top side, and then I found the bottom for a little bit, and then that went away too. So I was kind of just guessing there in the last 15, 20 laps, somewhere around there, but it was really fun.
I'll tell you, man, you had a little bit of lap down traffic, which you did easy work with Sanders, and other than that, you just pretty much had this one in the bag as Lanier is loaded up and ready to go. Who do you get to thank?
Henderson Amusement, 51 Speed Shop, all the guys, all the house drivers who helped me day in and day out make setups and stuff is fun and a good time over there. But appreciate everybody, really, all the people on my car, and yeah.
Well, I got Lanier loaded up and ready to go for our final event. Hopefully, I'll see you there, man. Congratulations on your win, and it is now tallied.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Kyle Carter, man, what a race by you. Don't worry about that slider, boss.
Yeah, I thought I was cleared him. I looked to my outside and he wasn't there, and then I got that contact and I was like, oh shit.
Nah, I mean, you seen it coming, and I guess he chose wrong and tried to go to the outside of you, and that was all she wrote. But boy, I'll tell you what, you and Chris Wharton had a race of ages, man. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I just don't know how to drive these cars sometimes, and I let him get by me, and he was running that middle slider line, and I went down there and tried it, and I went back up to the top, and I wasn't going nowhere, so I went back down, and I finally caught back up to him there, and was able to pass him. I'm not good at the top here, and I was just kind of too loose on the bottom. In the middle, I was just kind of throwing the car in there and hoping it stuck. So I got by him there, and I think we had a good race there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it was a good race indeed. Multi-lane racetrack, and great job for second as Lanier is ready to go for our final event. Who do you got to thank?
Nobody in particular. I mean, you for putting these races on for sure and giving us somewhere to race, and then really just all the guys racing with us. We're trying to keep it clean for everybody, and I'm glad they are, and I'm glad I'm trying to keep it as clean as I can. And,
Everybody did what they did, man, and we had a pretty good race out of it. One yellow flag, can't complain. Lanier's ready, and I'll see you there.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, boss man. Hey, Chris Wharton.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'll tell you, that was a race for the ages between you and Kyle Carter, man. Racetrack moved all over the place, didn't go to the top. That was a fun race to watch.
Yeah, it was a good race there. I'm glad we kept it clean, and yeah, it was a great race. Couldn't ask for anything but different.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you've been showing some speed here in this remnant race in number 5. I think if it wasn't for bad luck, you wouldn't have any at all.
Who was that racer I said earlier this year? If it was raining vaginas, you get hit with dicks. That's how my luck is. So, but yeah, if I didn't have bad luck, it'd be all right. Caught some speed. I upgraded to a new wheelbase and pedals about a month ago. So getting used to that stuff. And then I just did a 12-inch mods last night. So adjusting to all the new stuff here.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, looks like you're getting it dialed in and you're getting faster by the minute. Who do you get to thank? Is Lanier's going to be our final event tonight?
Yeah, same guys last time. Remnant Racing, VRS and CFM guys. Let's see who else. Tanner Adele for the wraps, and then you for putting the races on.
Hey, man, we'll see you at Lanier. That's going to be our last event here tonight.
Yep, we'll see you there.
Thank you, boss man. Well, let's go ahead and get ready to go to finish it up here this afternoon as everybody's favorite racetrack, Lanier Speedway, for a 50-lapper here this afternoon. Yeah, fuel. But anyway, we got a couple more drivers going to be joining in here this afternoon. You got Morgan Bunk, you got Nick Miller going to be joining us. Turner Knuckles is a favorite to win here 90% of the time. Austin Davis and company. Jaden Sportsky had his tough luck at the Charlotte Speedway. We got a few drivers going to be joining in for the Super Late Models here this afternoon at the SLR show. And then after that, that'll do it here tonight. And I got a direct message. Woohoo! As we continue on here this afternoon, as racing action will continue here at the SLR show for our final event at Lanier, and then we'll be back live tomorrow around 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Well, let's go ahead and set forth and get ready to go. We got about 3 minutes left of warm-ups here this afternoon as cars are now hitting the racetrack as Jay Silver's internet is through the roof. Hopefully, it'll get him out of here shortly. A lot of guys trying to figure out this racetrack already at the Lanier Speedway as we get about 3 more minutes there as hot laps are underway. Like I said, I try to get the races loaded up and ready to go. That way we're not sitting here watching warm-ups forever. All cars run the middle in both corners, please. Run the middle in both corners, please. Run the middle in both corners, please. Right above that brown line, please. Nose is right above that brown line, please, and thank you. So we lost Jay Silver due to upload packet loss. I figured that was going to happen. We lost Brendan Bazell once again. Hopefully he'll be able to rejoin. We actually got a few more cars here at Lanier. As we have the number 18, it's going to be Morgan Bunk going to be joining us in the Dry D number 18 machine. He's going to be in that U.S. Mobile Homes number 18 ride, trying to get that car to drive around the speedway. Again, we do modify these race cars a little bit, give them a little bit more power, and add just about 100 pounds of weight into them. That way they're a little more balanced out. As the number 20 of Kyler Hayes and company got the number 7 of Travis Denton going to be on the speedway from the Reese company. You will have the number 21, lives right down the road from me. That's going to be Nick Miller. You'll have the number 2 of Austin Davis. Jay Silver going to try to reconnect. We got one more driver going to try to join in a little bit late as we get about 2 minutes yet into this one, and we will be ready to go. Sure will. 27 machine of Jackson Hayes will be on the speedway. And, shoot, that just reminds me. As soon as I said that word Hayes, it just reminded me of the movie, what do you want to call it? Major League. Willie Mays Hayes over there. As Nathaniel Wemhoff will be here as well. They got number 13 of David Ellis with the number 2 of Austin Davis on the speedway as we're going to continue to work that middle side in. Start to get a little bit of marbles on the top side of the speedway as track prep continues on here this afternoon as Austin Davis in the number 2. You'll have the number 18 of Morgan Bunk. After that's going to be that number 42 of Turner Knuckles. So far, the quick time here this afternoon in warm-ups. As we're going to get more rain here this afternoon at the SLR show, which is all right. But hey, we got Brendan Bazell's got more internet problems as his upload packet loss is once again going to strike here in just a moment. He's got about a 42 upload as well. But other than that, guys, we appreciate for the SLR show so far. Yeah, I see that. And Jay Silver's got the same problem as well, so it's not just you. That's for sure. Yeah. So anyway, let's roll on with it. Jay Silver's internet's probably going to kick him off once again. He's got internet problems throughout the roof as well. Brendan Bazell, it's showing you at a 20 quality, so it's probably going to kick you out as well. As we're going to restack them and re-rack them, let's get ready to go here this afternoon for our final event here at the Lanier Speedway. Yep, there it did. Kicked you off once again. It's going to kick Jay Silver out here as well as we're here at Lanier. We'll see if anybody's going to want an EOL penalty, and we will finish it off here this afternoon. Offering EOL penalties. Anybody want one? Yes, no, maybe so. All cars will make it to tonight's show. Third place car, Jay Silver, probably going to get kicked due to upload packet loss as well. Alrighty, guys, all start on the leader. No waiver rounds, no quick repairs. Please do not stop on the speedway if your car's not broke. Don't rage quit and wreck yourself either. If your fun meter gets pegged, please pull it into the infield. Other than that, guys, we're here to go racing. That's it. Go racing. Anybody else want an EOL penalty? Please let me know. Go deal, Morgan. Anywhere in the middle of 3 to the end of 4, you may fire.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you for coming out, boss man. Alrighty, let's get ready to go for heat race number 1 here with the Lanier Speedway. As we ran the track a little bit differently, we'll see what's going to happen. As the number 18 of Morgan Bunk will start on the pole in that dry Dean. US Mobile number 18, he'll be on the pole. Tumbling outside to be that number 32 machine. It's the smooth operator. It's going to be Jaden Sporsky. He'll be on the end outside. You got the number 13 out of Hunter front. He likes to run out of gas. He's got the worst luck of them all. It's going to be David Ellis in the Hunter front. AMR trading pace number 13 to the outside of the Longhorn chassis, and they'll go Rocket chassis. It's going to be the number 2 of Austin Davis. You got the Reese number 7 machine of Travis Denton in the back of the field. Thank you for the like, by the way, Nolan Twain. We appreciate ya. As we are ready to get at her, skedatter, it's underway for the Super Late Models here with Lanier. Super Duper Late Models here with the Lanier Speedway as we got them rolling. How about the number 7 of Travis Denton making a couple moves early, getting way sideways in the middle of turn 3 and 4. As here comes the number 2 of Austin Davis on the inside. They'll continue to race down on the backstretch side by side as that's going to be a battle for the 3rd spot. Denton in the 7 of the top shelf. Austin Davis in the 2 through the middle of 3 and 4. Give the 3rd spot to the number 2 of Austin Davis. After that's going to be the number 13. That's going to be David Ellis. He's going to try to get around that number 7 machine of Travis Denton. At Denton's all but going to lose it off of 3 and 4. David Ellis will easily take that 4th spot away. Morgan Bunk in the 18, rolling in second. I didn't even see the pass for the race lead. As Shaden's forcing number 32 will be your leader at halfway to go here at Lanier. Well, about single file, nose to tail, the battle for the last spot here between David Ellis and the number 14. Here comes Denton. Denton with a slide job, all but lost it. What a cut down for David Ellis and at number 13 as he'll go back up to the top shelf in turns 1 and 2 as he'll continue to battle it out down to the backstretch. I figured, Brandon. As the number 7 ride, that's going to be old Mr. Denton. I'll tell you what, David Ellis and Mr. Denton are putting on one heck of a show. Here down to the backstretch, Denton back to the inside. The number 13 of Ellis on the top shelf. Look at Denton with another slide job, throwing the right rear quarter panel on the outside of the wall. We got about 3 to go, and the battle for last continues on. As David Ellis and number 13 holding on to the 4th spot. The race for last is looking good. Look at Denton on the bottom side of the speedway. Fakes down Mr. Ellis out, and Ellis back to the top shelf. We got 2 to go, and he puts his weight tight. What a save! Holy smokes, what a race for the back of the field as Ellis going to get another slide job in the middle of 3 and 4. As is all going to be the smooth operator, number 32. That's going to be Jaden Sporsky. He will see the checkered flag. Morgan Bunk in the 18 for the 2nd spot. The 2 of Austin Davis, and the race for last will go to David Ellis at the line. What a race. That was a race for last, ladies and gentlemen. Good freaking Lord, what a race. I don't know about you. Is there B class? B class 1800, Nolan. B class 1800. Who doesn't like a race for last? Come on. Offer an EOLs of the field. Anybody want one? Yes, no, maybe so. No Jackson Hayes. He decided not to grid. Okay. Alrighty, gentlemen. All starts on the leader anywhere in the middle through the end of 4. Don't choke them out. Don't straight line anybody. Don't full send anybody. Please don't stop on the speedway or deliberately wreck because you're mad. Good luck, boys. Well, let's try this again, shall we? As the Super Duper Late Models are here with the Lanier Speedway. as the number 21 of Nick Miller will start on the pole in this one. Hey, I got that whole thing on tape, by the way, David. To the outside to be that number 48 machine, that's going to be Nate Wemhoff. You'll have the number 13 out of Philoxita, I believe that's how you say that. It's going to be the number 13 of Keegan Sanders. You got the number 20 out of the Capital Waste, Jimmy Owens, crew member of Kyler Hayes. You've got the number 42 machine of Turner Knuckles with the number 5. That's going to be Chris Wharton. As heat race number 2 is getting ready to fire off, we're underway. Green flag is in the air for heat race number 2. Oh, Keegan Sanders is going to bury the right side of the race car in the wall. No way. As Nick Miller in that number 21 going to be the race leader with the 48 of Nate Wemhoff. Kyler Hayes in that number 20 machine as he gets a little bit of racing there with the 42 of Turner Knuckles. And Hayes with the save in that number 20 machine. As Chris Wharton in the 5, but you got him 3 wide for the race lead. How about Nate Wemhoff in that number 48 machine as he's going to throw the slide job in turn 1 and 2. He'll take the race lead. Turner Knuckles in the 42 started dead last in this one. He's going to roll to the inside. Nate Wemhoff on the top shelf as that battle for the race lead continues. 4 out of 10. Turner Knuckles finding the bottom side of the speedway as the 48 of Nate Wemhoff. He'll go to the top shelf as it's going to be the 42 of Knuckles will be your new leader at halfway. Wemhoff gonna battle back down to the backstretch as it's gonna be Knuckles to the inside. They'll go door to door through the middle of turn 3 and 4. Turner Knuckles in the number 42 will be your new leader. 6 out of 10 here for the Super Duper Late Models here at the Lanier Speedway. They'll go back out for a 50-lap feature event here coming up next. As the 42 of Turner Knuckles is your leader with Nate Wemhoff in that number 48 machine. After that, it's going to be that number 21 machine of Nick Miller. You will have the number 20 of Kyler Hayes. 7 out of 10 here as it's going to be Miller who started on the pole in this one. Lost a couple spots here this afternoon. Here comes the 20 of Kyler Hayes to the inside. Slide job maybe in 3 and 4. He washes up there a little bit. Got about 2 to go, going to be this time by as Kyler Hayes will take the 3rd spot away, and you got to battle for the race lead once again. Nate Wemhoff in that number 48 machine will battle with the 42 of Turner Knuckles as you're going to see the white flag going to be in the air this time by. Turner Knuckles in the 42. He'll go to the top shelf as you will go down to the backstretch through the middle with 3 and 4 for the final time. Wemhoff gonna take a look to the inside. Not gonna get there. It's gonna be Knuckles, Wemhoff, Kyler Hayes, the 21 of Nick Miller with the number 13 of Keegan Sanders, and Chris Wharton will not be able to finish. He's got a ton of right side damage on that race car. Well, let's get ready to go for 50 laps here at the Lanier Speedway. It looks like we will start 13, maybe so. We're gonna find out. Time to do some driving, sure do. Offer an EOL for the feature. Anybody want one? Yes, no, maybe so. Alrighty, still waiting for Turner Knuckles to get ready to go in that number 42 machine. Nick Miller's going to be calling for an EOL penalty in the number 21 as we're going to get ready to go as we are waiting for a couple more drivers. K-Swiggle, what's going on? Good to see you this afternoon. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yep. Alrighty, Miller, you can pull up to the outside. Everybody else line up as you are. 21 second on EOL drivers. Again, all starts are on a leader. No wave around, so quick repairs. Starting at 11 cars here this afternoon. This is our final event here tonight. We will be live tomorrow on a Saturday around 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. The SLR Discord will have its polls. Make sure you guys get your voices heard. Top 3, come on down to the front stretch. At the end of this one, I have been adding win tallies beside your guys' nicknames in the Discord. We'll see who has the most wins in SLR. That tally is all started. So good luck, everybody. Let's get ready to rumble here with the Lanier Speedway. Good to see you, K-Swiggle. How's it going this afternoon? Good to see you on that side of things. Hopefully you're bringing your friends to that side of things here soon. All right, here we go. As the super duper late models here with the Lanier Speedway, it's showtime here at SLR. Morgan Bonk's gonna push way tight in turn 1 and 2. Good save by the rest of the drivers. As Kyler Hayes, the number 20, is gonna be all Jaden Sportsy, gonna be your race leader at this time. Austin Davis, the number 2, to the bottom side of the speedway. Kyler Hayes in that number 20 to the outside. And Hayes will go ahead and move on into that 5th spot. Oh, the number 7 machine, he's in a little bit of trouble. That'll be Travis Denton. I've seen him all the way in the wall. He's in the wall once again. As the number 7, that's going to park him over in the outside wall. Travis Denton going to try to pull it into the infield, I hope. If not, we're going to get him off the speedway. He wrecked himself. Tough break there for Travis Denton. He wrecked himself, and we get him off the speedway before we have another yellow flag here this afternoon. As the number 32 of Jaden Sportsky will still be your race leader. As the number 42 of Turner Knuckles, he'll work to the bottom shelf. After that's going to be the number 48 machine of Nate Wemhoff. That's going to be the top 3. As you got the number 18 ride of Morgan Bunk. You've got the number 20 of Kyler Hayes. Meanwhile, the number 2 of Austin Davis. It'll be the 13 of Keegan Sanders. Meanwhile, it's going to be that number 5 ride. That's going to be old Mr. Chris Wharton. With the number 5 of Nick Miller took an EOL penalty as Keegan Sanders getting a little race here with the number 2 of Austin Davis. Hi, dear. So far for the super late models here this afternoon, as the number 32 of Jaden Sportsky still going to be that race leader. As Sportsky in that number 32, he'll roll to the top shelf with the number 42 of Turner Knuckles down to the backstretch. Meanwhile, it's going to be that number 48 machine named Wemhoff, as Wemhoff could be in the 3rd spot, about single file with Morgan Bonk and the number 18, the 20 of Kyler Hayes. After that's going to be the number 22 machine of Austin Davis. You've got the number 13 of Keegan Sanders, with that number 5 of Chris Wharton, and the number 21 ride. That's going to be Nick Miller. 9 out of 50 here at Lanier, as it's all Jaden Sportsky in that number 32 ride. Still going to be your race leader, but the 42 of Turner Knuckles in the 2nd spot. It'll go to the 48 of Nate Wemhoff. That'll be the top 3, as we got 40 more to go here at Lanier Speedway. There's a lot of slick on the entrance of turns 1 and 2, but if you look at 3 and 4, it's a little bit different, as you're going to get the opportunity to ride on the number 48 on Nathaniel Wemhoff. As it looks like you're going to have the battle for the race lead, as the number 42, Mr. That's going to be Turner Knuckles to the inside of the number 32 of Jaden Sportsky. As Sportsky go to the top shelf, the 42, that's going to be Knuckles. Battle for the race lead, still side by side. We are 15 out of 50 here this afternoon. As Knuckles going to wash up a little bit off of turn 1 and 2, leaves the lane for Sportsky to the outside. As they'll go door to door through the middle of 3 and 4. Sportsky to the outside of the speedway, still side by side for the battle for the race lead. As the 42 of Knuckles rolls on the bottom side of the speedway, as he'll fall back to the 2nd spot and let Jaden Sportsky retake the lead here at lap number 16. As Sportsky in the 32 will take the lead, here comes the 42 of Dyer. He'll go back onto the outside shelf. As we are 17 out of 50 here for the super late models here this afternoon. as Turner Knuckles in the 42. Meanwhile, the number 32 machine is going to be Jaden Sporsky, as Knuckles going to go up to the top side shelf and bang the right rear quarter panel off the wall. As Sporsky in the 32 runs the middle side of the speedway, as the 42 of Turner Knuckles trying to find a way around the number 32 of Sporsky. I think he should go back to the inside of the speedway, but it looks like he might try to run, get a slide job going in turn 1 and 2, as he got Sporsky back to the outside of number 32 machine, 20 out of 50. Turner Knuckles to the inside, another slide job attempt in 3 and 4, not going to be able to get there, so we got about 30 to go. 30 to go here for the super late models, as the 48 and 8 Wemhoff lurks the front two, as he's going to be the 42 of Knuckles and the number 32 of Mr. Jaden Sporsky is going to be the top three. The 18 of Morgan Bunk with the number 20 of Kyler Hayes, the number 2 of Austin Davis, 22 out of 50, as you got a battle for the 4th spot, as Kyler Hayes going to be in that number 20 machine. The 18 of Bunk still holding on to that 4th spot. Bunk going to go right through the middle of turn 3 and 4 and continue. Hey Dave, thank you for the latest follow and the share, by the way, not once, twice, man. I appreciate you for that as well. As we continue on here this afternoon, as the 18 of Morgan Bunk, he'll go to the top shelf. The number 20 is going to be Kyler Hayes on the inside. We're 24 out of 50. 24 out of 50 here for the super late models. You're going to see halfway to go so far, as the racetrack's going to move to the top shelf of the speedway. A lot of cars got up into the wall, as Austin Davis the number 2. He'll work through the middle of turn 3 and 4, but Kyler Hayes going to try to run that cut down line, and Kyler Hayes will hold on to the 5th spot, as Davis going to try to work to the bottom side of the speedway here at Lanier. 25 to go. The 5 is going to go to Chris Wharton. The number 13 of Keegan Sanders with that number 21 of Nick Miller still going to be the field, as it looks like Brendan Mazzell and Travis Denton are going to be the only 2 cars out of this race here this afternoon. Still the 32 of Jaden Sporsky, still going to be the leader, as the racetrack is now moved to the top side of the speedway. Nate Wemhoff has done that as well with the number 18 of Morgan Bunk, the number 20 machine of Kyler Hayes. After that, it's going to be that number 2 machine. That's going to be old Mr. Lawson Davis with the number 5 of Chris Wharton. You got the number 21 of Nick Miller. Oh, Sanders and Miller get together. What a save for both those drivers. 22 more laps to go here this afternoon, as it's going to be that number 21 of Sanders to the top shelf, the number 13 of Keegan Sanders to the inside. Race is starting to get really good here with about 21 more to go. As Kyler Hayes is found to the inside of the 18 on Morgan Bunk, as Bunk's going to go to the top shelf in 3 and 4. Kyler Hayes going to be able to roll through the middle of 3 and 4 with 20 more to go. As the 20 of Hayes gets back to the inside of that number 18 rod, that's going to be old Mr. Morgan Bunk. As Bunk's going to go to the top shelf once again. You got 2 other drivers right there starting to close in on both of them. That's Austin Davis at number 2 with the number 5 of Chris Wharton. As Wharton at number 5, he'll be in the 7th spot as racing continues on for these super duper late models here this afternoon. About 18 more to go here tonight. As the 18 of Morgan Bunk, Kyler Hayes going to shut the door on Austin Davis, but Davis going to throw one, gets in the 18 of Morgan Bunk, and what a save! Austin Davis threw a slider out of nowhere and got into the door line of the 18 of Morgan Bunk. It's Kyler Hayes going to throw on himself with 17 to go. Racing starting to get a little good here at the Lanier Speedway. Kyler Hayes has found the inside bottom in turn 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, as he's going to try one more time with that slide job. But Morgan Bunk unfazed. He'll go back to the top shelf and retake that 4th spot away, as Hayes gets back to the inside, side by side. 15 more to go here at Lanier. By the way, the top 3 are gone. They're in their own little bracket themselves with Sporsky, Knuckles, and Wemhoff, as the number 20 machine of Kyler Hayes continues to roll the bottom side of the speedway with 14 to go. That is actually the battle going to be for the 4th spot with 14 to go. Pretty cool to see here as the 18 of Morgan Bunk just riding that top middle lane and holding off the charge of the number 20 of Kyler Hayes with 13 more to go here this afternoon. Austin Davis at number 2 with the number 5. That'll be Chris Ward, and here's the 21 of Nick Miller. Miller's going to get on the brake pedal as Austin Davis shut the door on him in 3 and 4, and Nick Miller's going to get a run to the inside. Little Robin's racing as Nick Miller finally starts to get a couple runs here in that number 21 machine as the 5 of Wharton now right there in front of him as you're going to get the 10 to go. Going to be this time by for the race leader, the number 32 of Jaden Sportsky. Turner Knuckles in that number 42 machine for the second spot is Nate Wemhoff. Going to take a look to the inside of him in that number 48 machine. As Knuckles going to be able to go to the top shelf. Wemhoff back to the inside as they will go side by side. And Turner Knuckles into the wall with 9 more to go. As Knuckles going to go into the 42 to the top shelf. He'll retake the second spot away as Wemhoff to the inside of the speedway. As Jaden Sportsky still your leader with 8 to go. As this battle for the 4th spot continues as Morgan Bunk in the 18 with that number 20 machine of Kyler Hayes. As Hayes going to throw the slide job in the middle of turn 1 and 2. He'll clear the 18 of Morgan Bunk, but Bunk battle right back to the inside. As they'll go through the middle of 3 and 4. Morgan's going to hold it right to the middle side of the speedway. Kyler Hayes all over the back bumper of him. Another slide job in 1 and 2. Goes all the way to the outside shelf and Bunk right back to the inside. As you're going to see the 5 to go. Going to be this time by 5 to go for the race leader, the Jaden Sportsky, and that number 32 to the 42 of Turner Knuckles to the 48 of Nate Wemhoff. As this battle for the 4th spot is one for the ages. As this is going to be Morgan Monk in the 18. He'll throw another. He throws his first slide job in turn 1 and 2. Kyler Hayes going to go to the outside of it as they'll drive Grace into 3 and 4. This is a race right here, ladies and gentlemen. Morgan Bunk and Kyler Hayes going to war here for the Super Late Models here at the Lanier Speedway. With 3 more laps to go, Morgan Bunk's going to defend it. Kyler Hayes clears it. 3 to go. 3 to go. Morgan Bunk's again the brake binders for Kyler Hayes. You got 2 to go. Going to be this time by for the Super Late Models here at the Lanier Speedway. As this race is still looking good. Kyler Hayes into the wall. White flag going to be shown. Going to be this time by Jaden Sportsky. Morgan Bunk getting a little racy. Here comes the number 5 for Sheena, Chris Wharton. This is the battle for the 4th spot. Morgan Bunk going all the way. Kyler Hayes to the outside. As it's going to be Sportsky, your winner, Turner Knuckles, and it'll go to Nate Wemhoff, who runs out of fuel. As the battle for the 4th spot continues, it's Kyler Hayes over Morgan Bunk, and the number 5, that's going to be Chris Wharton. Nick Miller for the 7th spot. Can somebody help the 48 to the front stretch, please? Can somebody help the 48 to the front stretch, please? He's behind y'all, boys. 5, you got him. Ooh, hold on, top 3 on the front row. Hold on, top 3, please. That was funny. Oh my. That was funny right there. Brandon, thank you for the 2 roses. That was a race. Thank you, Chris. You can line up right there behind him, 48. Got it, boys. Thank you. What a race that was. Holy cow. Jaden Sportsky to number 32, your winner. Hold on a second. Hold on. I got something for you.
Number 1.
Number 1, baby. How cool was that? Congratulations.
Oh, there's a counter now.
There's a counter. I'm making a counter for, we're going to see who is the most winningest driver in SLR by the end of the year.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Well, he got quote-unquote win number 1 when the counter is started as of yesterday. Let's talk about your win here in the number 32.
Yeah, I ran lower air pressure than Turner, and I didn't feel good nowhere except the bottom. When I went to the bottom, I felt good.
That racetrack moved around a lot.
Yeah, I ran every line at the start. Like, I had no clue where to run. But he said he was on higher air, so that makes sense on why I was such in the way at the start.
Yeah, we were talking before we came in here.
I'll tell you, though, it was a good race, though, indeed, for the number 32. I mean, you know, you guys started to battle it out there a little bit, and all of a sudden you kind of got away, and then Nate Wemhoff showed his hand, and you guys were literally by yourselves out there.
Yeah, I didn't get into no lap traffic either. That was nice. The back of the field was able to keep good pace, so I didn't have to worry about that.
Well, I'll tell you what, you did a heck of a job, boss, here, and congratulations on earning the #1 tag. Who do you get to thank?
Just you for putting this on and everyone for coming out and racing.
Hey, man, thanks for coming out and racing, boss, man. We'll have a new poll, be live at 4 o'clock tomorrow, and I'll hopefully see you there.
Yes, sir. See ya.
Great job, boss, man. How about
Thank
the
you.
number 42 who left too early, Turner Knuckles?
Sorry.
God, I was trying to get Nate Wemhoff up there, but
I know.
anyway.
I know. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Oh, my goodness. Well, let's talk about
haven't-
that 42.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I played with shocks. And I ran higher pressure. It just didn't work out. I mean, I think this combo that Peter has us on is a little bit different than the last time I ran supers with him. So I felt like I would have been okay, but I don't know. It's just something just didn't work out. I'm not sure. I think it was just air pressure because I had 44 on the right rear after that. But I just couldn't go anywhere with the top. If I wasn't in the top, I wasn't any good. So it was about lap 25, 30. I could feel the tires starting to really go away. They would just heat up, and I couldn't get them to cool back down. So
Well, it
we
definitely
went
looked
green and
like
checkered. So
it definitely looked like it went green the checker, which is always nice. And congratulations on second. Who do you got to thank?
Warrior Race Cars, Dyer Trucking, East Tennessee Payment Services, Elite Professional Solutions, Camden Gardner Racing, Kenya Motorsports, Colin E. Case, Phil Thompson. I don't think I'm forgetting anybody. I went through that one really fast.
Yeah, well, thank you for your time as we're going to get out of here in 5, 3, 2.